Hello. Hey, I can see Sandra Cheese Kitchen waiting already. Great, great, great. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Wow, another day that we have to be in the presence of God. Thank you so much for coming. Please share the link out for others to join us. Okay, please do that and others will join us. Once you come into the house, please share me out. We want as many people as possible to join us. Let me share this out. Glorious Home, you're very welcome. Welcome to the house. I really appreciate you coming. Thank you, thank you. While we are waiting for others, I'll just be singing. You know how we do it on Sundays here. We just start with singing. We have a very important discussion today, and I want it to be interactive. Oh, Mary Queen CTV, you're welcome to the house. Welcome, welcome, everyone. Oh, please share out, share out. We want many mothers and mothers to be here today as we talk this. We discuss this very important topic because there's a lot going on. The world is trying to take away our children from us, and we're not going to allow that. So as many as possible to join us today will be very good. Mothers and non-mothers who are going to be obviously mothers in future, you are all welcome to join us today because it's going to be very interactive. I hope you can hear me. Let me make sure my volume, okay, my volume is fine. Yes. Oh, share done. Glorious Home. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you. And Mary Quincy, you've shared me out. Brilliant. Thank you so much. Thank you. Let us be singing while we are waiting. Where do I start now? Yeah. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. Oh, hold on. You need to see my face when I'm standing. What's happened? Hold on, please. I want to see. Okay. Yeah, I just want to stand and sing. So, and when I sit down, I hope you can still see me. I'm standing at the moment, just trying to position this properly. Hold on. Yeah, I'm sure you can still see me. Today I'm also in my husband's study, so I find it easier. It's more space here, so that's where I am. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. I thank you for another beautiful day. Yes, yes, we thank God. Mommy Adera have joined us. Welcome to the house. We'll just be singing until we get more people in and we can start the discussion. And whoever wants to jump on the link to come up and join me, I'll drop the link later. I want to hear from people today, mothers to be, mothers already, mothers with young children, mothers like me with adult children. There are so many different challenges on every stage of a child's development. So I'll give you an idea in my own time how it was when they were growing up, when they got to teenage years, and now that they are adults, how we are relating. There's what do you call it? challenges in every stage. Yeah, but with God, it will be fine. We will get there. But there are some nuggets I'm going to share with you today. There are some things that will help that I'm going to share with you today. It's not one size fits all. We just have to do what we can and leave the rest to God when it comes to children upbringing. I hope this is okay. I think I said this properly. I hope you can still see me. Yeah, okay. Mommy Adero, you're very welcome to the house. I will enter his yes, with thanksgiving in my heart, I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad. He has made me glad. I am so glad. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. He has made me glad. Oh, I am so glad. Yeah, Mary Queen is dancing with me. Yes, I'll enter his courts with praise. Yes, dance with me, please. Sing and dance with me. If anything, we thank God for today. It's a day that he has made, and we will rejoice and be glad in it. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice, for he has made me glad. We will rejoice, for he has made us glad. Afro Mex family, you're welcome. Welcome to the house. Thank you, thank you. I'm excited today. We are going to talk, we are going to pray for our children. And those of you who have young children who will be around you for this live stream, when we start praying for children, I would like you to lay your hands on their children. If you have your children around you that are younger and they're still at home, mine are all gone, but I can still lay hands on them. When I'm praying, I stretch out my hand and I lay hands on them, because prayer changes things. I've had challenges before as myself, as a mother with children, so I know what it means. It's not a joke. Sometimes it's like you have to wear this trouser and wear your boxing gloves and fight the enemy. And I mean fighting, not physical fight, but you have to wear it and fight the enemy, because it's always around the corner to disrupt our family. Uju, no, I can see you. Welcome to the house. Lovely Uju. You're very welcome to the house. Choma's Kitchen, you're welcome to the house. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you, all of you, for coming. As I said, please, whoever you know, contact them. Let's talk. I'll drop the link later on so that it can become interactive. I would like to hear from you, younger mothers, and then you hear from me, older mother with grown up with adult children. The challenges all the way, but with Christ, with God, we can conquer all. Okay. I will enter his gates with thanksgiving in my heart. I will enter his courts with praise. I will say, this is the day that the Lord. Oh, Stella White Dynamics, you're welcome to the house. You're welcome. I hope I've not missed anyone. Welcome, welcome. Please share out. Let others come. Let us talk. Let us talk. There's problem. But with God and with our discussion and with our sharing with each other, our experiences of raising children is a challenge. I'm telling you, more challenge now than when I raised my children. More challenge than, in fact, my children are in their 30s and 20s. Sometimes when they see what is going on, they themselves frown at it. And they're like, when we are growing up, when they say that, especially my youngest who is in his 20s, when he said, when we are growing up, mom, that wasn't allowed, it makes me laugh. So that shows you, he's only in his 20s and he's seeing things that way. So he can imagine what is going on. And it's not going to get any better unless we mothers, we parents, do what we can. We can only do what we can. And then pray. Always pray for them. Prayer changes things. Honestly, prayer changes things, and my testimony to that. Okay, yeah, greeting each other. Yeah, okay. Ibu Chukwu onye dị mma, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m na-asị ịbụ Chimo, ịdị ebube, ịdị omimi, ịbụ Alfa na Omega mo, onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m si na ịbụ Chimo, ịbụ Chukwu onye dị mma, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m na-asị ịbụ Chimo, ịdị ebube, ịdị omimi, ịbụ Alfa na Omega mo, onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m na-asị ịbụ Chimo. It's got to be done. You're welcome to the house. Steko Creations. This is new name to me. Steko Creations. See, this is unless you are coming with a different name. If for somebody I know, if I don't know you, please leave me a proper comment in the comment section so I can get to meet you after the live stream. Please do that. You're welcome to this live stream. This is an important one. Please let us be prepared to chip in and be interactive when we start. For now, we're just going to be singing and praising God and thanking Him for what He has done for us and who He has been for us. And then we can go into the discussion about parenting and children. And we have to go from stage when they were born, age 5, 10, when they get into high school, and when they become adult children like mine. You know, there's different challenges, different phases we are going to discuss today. So you're all welcome. You're all welcome to the house. Ibu Chukwu onye dị mma, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m na-asị ịbụ Chimo, ịdị ebube, ịdị omimi, ịbụ Alfa na Omega mo, onye mbụ na onye ikpeazụ, mmalite n'ọgwụgwụ, ya ka m na-asị ịbụ Chimo. Yes. N'anya n'iru m, mee n'anya n'azụ m, m bụrụ onye eziokwu, aga m ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Aga m ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. N'anya n'iru m, mee n'anya n'azụ m, m bụrụ onye eziokwu, aga m ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Aga m ahụ ihe m ga-eji wejaba Chineke mma. Ibu Chukwu onye dị ike, Ibu Alpha na Omega mo. Yes, Uju. Thank you so much. Yes. God is great. No matter what it is, it's just so good to be in His presence. So good to be in His presence. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, oh yes, He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know Ibamaka, yes, so Ibamaka. That's why I like to sing some of these songs in Igbo. When I sing them in Igbo, it gives me the meaning. You know, sometimes it just, the meaning when you sing these songs in Igbo is just amazing. That's why I love singing Igbo songs a lot. I can't remember the one I was singing before I started talking. But anyhow, we move. There are many to sing. I think I was singing Because He lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, oh yes, I know, He holds the future. And life is what the living just because He lives. Because He lives, I can face tomorrow. Because He lives, all fear is gone. Because I know, Oh, yes, I know He holds the future, and life is worth the living just because He lives. Yes, because He lives, we can face tomorrow. Yeah. Aka ya, aka Jehova na-eme mma, ọlụ ebube ya nke na-erugharị n'ebe m nọ, isi iyi nke ndụ nke na-adịghị ya tata. Aka Jehova na-eme mma. Akoswa's tasty recipe. You're welcome to the house. Thank you for coming. Aka ya, aka Jehova na-eme mma, ọlụ ebube ya nke na-erugharị n'ebe m nọ, isi iyi nke ndụ nke na-adịghị ya tata. Aka Jehova na-eme mma. I know I'm getting some non-Igbo speaking people in the house. Akosua, your name sounds Ghanaian, I think. All I'm just singing is that the hand of God does wonders, and His mercies or whatever flows around me, something like that. But it's just a praise song in Igbo language. Yeah. Aka ya, aka Jehova na-eme mma, ọlụ ebube ya nke na-erugharị n'ebe m nọ, isi iyi nke ndụ nke na-adịghị ya tata. Aka Jehova na-eme mma. Right. Please share me out. Let's see if we can have more people in the house, and then we can start the discussion, because it's going to be interactive. I would like other people to join me on the stage when we start. Right. My wonderful God, oh wonderful Lord, the angels and seraphs in heaven adore. We bow at your feet, my Savior divine, our wonderful, wonderful Lord. Our wonderful Lord, my wonderful Lord, the angels and seraphs in heaven adore. We bow at your feet, my Savior divine, my wonderful, wonderful Lord. I know everybody is busy today, it's Sunday. Some people may still be in the church, and I'm sure some people will join us later. But shortly, what's the time now? Now about 3:30. About 3:30, the next 10 minutes or so, we can start the discussion, and then go from there and see how things go. Okay. Thou art worthy, O Lord, to receive glory, honor, and power. For thou hast created all things, and for thy pleasure they are and were created. Danny and family, you're very welcome to the house. Code. Ezigbo nwoke, daalụ. Welcome to the house. Code with Samuel. You're welcome. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate you all. Thank you. You are so also welcome to the house. Thank you for coming, each and every one of you. You are God. From beginning, oh, glory's reality. I can see you. I think it's easier for me to check these things from the phone. Yeah, glory's reality. You're welcome to the house. Please share me out. Let's see if we can have more people before we start the discussion in the next 5-10 minutes. Thank you, every one of you. Happy new month to you, my dear. Happy new month, everyone. We thank God. Yeah, that's another thing. Today is the 1st of May. We thank God that we are into a new month. Before we know it, this month will just be gone. You know, we entered January the other day, and now today is the 1st of May. Not all the people that saw the 1st of April or even the 30th of April, which was yesterday, not all the people that saw 30th of April are here with us today. So we must be thankful. I think I saw somebody else come in. Yeah, use this space. You're welcome, Nancy Licious. You're welcome. Oh, thank you all for coming. We're going to start the discussion shortly, but we'll just sing one or two more songs, and then we'll start the discussion. Let the living water roll over my soul. Let the Holy Spirit come and take control of every situation that has troubled my mind. All my cares and burdens unto you I roll. All my cares and burdens unto you I roll. Let the living water flow over my soul. Let the Holy Spirit come and take control of every situation that has troubled our minds. All our cares and burdens unto him we roll. All our cares and burdens unto him we roll. Jesus, yes, Jesus, Jesus. Speak to the Father, 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 Father. Holy Spirit, 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 Spirit. Yes. Let the living water flow over each and every one of us. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Today, oh, I will lift up my voice in praise. Today, oh, we will lift up our voices in praise. For we know He is always there for us. Almighty God, you are the only one. No matter what I face, when trouble come my way, I will praise the Lord. Yes, we will praise the Lord no matter what it is. Once we are alive and we are talking, we will praise the Lord. Gifts and Jazz series, you're welcome to the house. I think we are going to start. Let me sit down. There's a song I want to sing, but I need to sit down. Oh, I need to set this properly so you can see my face. Oh, God. You can tell I'm not in my... Hope you can see me now. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I want to sit down for this song. This song will lead us into what we're going to discuss today. So, it says, it's a familiar one. I need the area, most gracious Lord. No tender voice like mine can peace afford. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Join me if you know it, because we need him every hour, every minute. I need thee every hour. Stay down nearby. Temptations lose their power when thou art nigh. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Sing the last one. I need thee every hour, most holy one. Oh, make me thine indeed, oh, thou blessed Son. I need thee, oh, I need thee. Every I need thee. Oh, bless me now, my Savior. I come to thee. Amen. Yes, we need him every hour, especially when it comes to parenting, when it comes to raising up our children. We need him every minute. We do our own bit and we leave the rest to him. My last two videos, I talked about parenting and I talked about bad parenting. We are all in it together. No matter the stage our children are. As I said, mine, I have 4 children, 4 sons actually. 3 of them are in their early to mid-30s. My youngest son is in his just over mid-20s. So they are all adults, and then there's challenges when it comes to that stage of child, of a child. And then some of you here, I don't know, I'm not sure how old Uju's children are, but I think they're a bit older than some of you children here. Those of you who have children, some of you have babies. When I see you with your babies and on YouTube, I really, I just love children. Maybe if I was allowed, I wouldn't have only 4. I would have gone and have another 4. That's how much I love children. But then I said to myself, you've had 4 and they're all boys. Somebody said to me, you never know, try another one. You may be your girl coming the 5th. I'm like, yeah, that girl that did not come first, second, and third, and fourth, let her remain where she is. I'm going to have 4 girls later on when my boys are grown up, and it's beginning to happen. Praise God. So whatever God blesses us with, we just have to thank him. I know sometimes we are just so worried, so we're so anxious, and we want this, we want that, and we're never happy with what we've got. I know some people will say, oh, well, you're saying that because you've got sons. If I tell you how I would have loved to have a daughter, but thank God I adopted one. And though she's not living with us here, she's in Nigeria. But yeah, sometimes it's just not what you want. It's just the way it is with God. And I tell you what, whether boys or girls, whatever God blesses you with, he will, the children will, whether they are boys or girls, you'll be amazed how God is going to use them. I know some of my sons, about at least 2 of them, very, very, sometimes you wonder, it could have been a girl, Yeah, so because of how caring and everything. So God knows what he's doing. So whatever he's giving us, we have to be thankful. And I have had mothers or parents telling their children off because they were the wrong sex. They were actually expecting a different sex, and they had that child and it's the same sex as the other children, and they're not happy, and they've actually told that child off because of that. Yes. Yeah, this is not just story. I've heard it, I've seen it happen, and trust me, when it comes to things like that, I don't keep quiet. I have to tell the person, I have to make the person understand. Do you actually know what you're saying? That's why sometimes it looks like I'm overprotective of children, because they did not ask us to bring them into the world. I've said it before. Yeah, thank you, glorious reality. Yeah, the children, let me say it again, your children, my children, they never asked us to bring them into the world. we would have decided when we got married. After all, God made a woman and man. The children is just a bonus. They did not ask us to bring them. So do not take your anger and your horrible words to them, because it's nothing to do with them. If they're behaving badly, maybe check yourself, check your style of parenting. I'm not saying that your style of parenting may be the whole reason why they're behaving the way they're behaving. Yes, Uju, the children are innocent. That's what I kept saying to people. People don't understand me sometimes. I said to them, these children you are having a go at, they are very innocent. Sometimes, or most of the time, oh, Rose is in the house. Rose, you're welcome to the house. She's not a YouTuber, but she's always here supporting. Rose is a mother of nations. She's got about 5, I think, yeah. And yeah, so they have not asked us. They are innocent. You are very correct. I always say that to people. And that's why when there's problem in marriages, and if there are children involved, my priority will be on the children, not on the husband and wife. You both of you decided, whenever you met or whatever you decided to do, you decided to get married. So I'm not getting too much involved unless you call me, and if I have any advice from my own experience, I'll give you. But my priority, any child involved in that relationship, because they're so confused. I know one in particular where these kids, I don't even want to go to Osinachi's children now, because those ones are a different story altogether. I just feel so, I pray for those children. I don't know their names, but I use their mother as contact point to remember them, because you can see them live in the TV, they're so confused. So we parents, please, we should work on ourselves and leave these kids alone. Yes, yeah, they're behaving like this, they're behaving like that. You call them idiots, you call them this. You never amount to anything. Wow, that's fine. They will never amount to anything. You are the mother of the person that will not amount to anything. You are the mother of an idiot. You are the mother of whatever you call your children. And exactly what I say about husband and wife as well. You say, oh, you stupid woman, I regret having you. I regret the day I met you. Fine. But you've met them and you're living with them and you're stuck with them, unless obviously you want to divorce, because these days divorce is like going to the market. People just find a little reason to divorce. And then what is going on social media makes people think that, well, and they start threatening each other, either the husband or the wife. I'll do this to you. I'll call this person for you. Especially here in diaspora, people are misbehaving in the name of. Let me drop the link, because I'm sure. Let me drop the link as I continue talking, because you know when I start talking about things that are so dear to me, I can go on and on. I may even miss people coming in. Yes, so first of all, parents and parents to be, I think it will even benefit parents to be as well, because it will give you an idea what to expect. First of all, I talked about parenting first, and then I talked about the children in my video yesterday. But when I do sit down video, you cannot do justice to all you want to say. That's why when I do these sit down videos, I want to continue, on a live stream like this. I'll drop the link. If anybody wants to jump in, please, at any stage, you can jump in and just share your own, because I want it to be interactive today. Yes, I want us to talk. And so let me talk about parenting first, like husbands and wife. I know that sometimes my husband always says it to people that, look, children are bonus. Marriage is not, there's no way in the Bible God said that, yes, blessed is he whose house is full of quivers, yes. But the first thing about marriage is husband and the wife, and the children becomes a bonus. And so when you use children, so that's a man I met recently. He was joking, but he was in when you are joking, you said it through, but you are laughing, but that's what you're saying. So he just said, you're just talking about family, and he said, oh, my children are still around, and I really don't, I want them to be around for as long as possible. And they're getting on in life. And I said, what do you mean? Why are you saying that? Oh, because if they go, I don't know what I'm going to do, because my wife will beat me. This is not the wife beating. Say my wife will be beating me, something like that. He was saying it laughing, but hey, when somebody starts saying something like that, then there's something not quite right. So a lot of parents are using children as a go-between. So if there's any issue, they leave each other, they concentrate on their children, and when the children eventually grows and leaves the home, that's when they start having issues. That's when they start having issues. So we have to remember that children are just a bonus to our marriage. The first thing is husband and wife. When you understand each other from the beginning, early years of marriage, obviously, is you're still learning each other, especially some of us who did not court before we got married. It's it can be a challenge. You just have to have the time to learn and understand each other. And yeah, welcome to the house. Be yourself, Dynasty. You're welcome. You're welcome to the house. She is my member. You welcome your members, especially when they come into the house. So be yourself. You're very welcome. And be yourself is somebody. Anyway, let me leave it for now, because you say, "Oh, Mami Ifechi, you have started it again." Let me leave you now. Let me not talk much about you. Let me consider on what I'm saying. But you know what I mean. Be yourself. God bless you. And yeah, so husband and wife are the two people. Then children, when children starts coming, then that's a bonus, and we should not, because of children, neglect each other. That has been the complaint of mainly men, complaining that women, once they start having children, they take all the love to their children. Sometimes we do it unknowingly, especially when the kids are young and you're breastfeeding them. The next thing you're doing this, the next thing you're doing that, you're hovering around the children. Sometimes we even do it unknowingly. But husbands, encourage your husbands to tell you when they think you're overdoing it, because you may not even know that you're doing it, so that things can be balanced. Because if not, when the children actually, I think something is happening to my this. Okay, something is happening to my this thing. When people dial in and it will go off again. I think I saw Musisi now is off or something. I don't know what's going on. Musisi, you're welcome to the house. Musisi is a man. He's not yet married. So Musisi, welcome to the house, and listen to what I was saying, that I really need people who are not yet married here today. Yes, so please let us make time for each other, especially when the children are growing up, because believe you me, before you know it, they are gone, and then it will just two of you. How you started, that's how you're going to end, just two of you, unless they visit or grandchildren start coming and they'll come to visit you and stuff like that. Otherwise, it's just two of you in the house. So be prepared from the start to have time for each other, because if you don't, once the children leave, that's when it becomes a problem, and that's when some divorce rates are higher when the children are grown up. And especially in this country, I've seen 35-year-old marriage, 25, 30-year-old marriage going through divorce, because there are just two of them in the house and they're not getting on, because they haven't really managed to get on since, but they're using the children to cover up. So husband and wives, as I was saying in my video, let us work together. Ruth Oham's Johnny, you're very welcome to the house. Welcome. Musisi, you're welcome again. Thank you so much for coming, everyone. So let us try and understand each other. I said it before and I'm repeating it now, that love is not the foundation of marriage, but full understanding and knowledge of each other. Because if you love somebody and you don't understand them, that love will soon fade away. And that's when you hear people saying, I don't love you, I don't even know what I'm doing here with you, because they don't understand each other. They don't have any knowledge of each other. Maybe they just met and love, I love you, I love you. They just use love to cover everything and went into that marriage without understanding. And then you come in and you wonder, who am I actually living with? Who are you really? So we need to understand each other. Okay, Kathy, you're very welcome to the house. So that's about husband and wife. We can touch on that again later on. But what is in my mind today, as you all know, I'm for children. I know I'm for children. Anytime, in fact, sometimes they say to me, I don't know whether you actually had children in your former life, if there's anything like that, because I'm for children anytime, because I see them, as Uju said before, as very innocent. No matter their age, they are very innocent. They did not ask us to bring them. So that's why, I have somebody who was actually lamenting and very, very unhappy because somebody told her off. And let me tell you what the telling off was. Now, this is somebody who actually struggles. It's not that they're so buoyant and the money is flowing everywhere. And somebody actually told her, is it only, and let me say it in pidgin language, the way it was said, now only 2 pikin you go born. Shame on you. Now only 2 pikin you go born. And this person had a boy and a girl. So she was so unhappy and was telling me that story. I just laughed. And she was looking at me, why I'm laughing? I'm like, yes, it's laughable. So somebody, you have 2 children, a boy and a girl, even if it's 2 boys, even if it's 2 girls, even if it's 1, and somebody is telling you, oh, in only 2 pikin you go born, and that becomes an issue for you, that you are even passing sleepless night, the heart go on, meaning, I don't know how to say, I could go and come on, meaning that they are telling me off, or they are abusing me, or something like that, because I only have 2 children. And that became an issue for this woman. And this one, as I say, it's not that even those 2, she's struggling to feed. And why would something like that be a problem for you? Why will you even care what people say? Oh, Sylvia, Nambagala, Sylvia, you're very welcome. I haven't seen you for a long time. I'm missing all those your exercises, and yeah, you're so welcome to the house. You have not been on YouTube for a while, and I'm so glad to see you today. I saw you on my premiere the other day. And Nabagala, Sylvia, thank you so much and welcome to the house. Still Beauty is another member of mine. As I say, I welcome my members specially. Musisi is my member as well. I call my members specially. You're all welcome to the house, my special members. Thank you for coming. So, what am I trying to say? You should not allow people to shame you about silly things like the one I just narrated. Some people will end up, because of this kind of stupid talk from people, they'll end up having more children than they... Victory Activities TV, you're welcome. I don't want to miss anybody because I don't like doing that. So if you think I've missed you, drop another comment so you can catch my eye, because I don't like missing anybody on my live stream. Everybody is important. Don't mind me shouting out my members, but every one of you, member or no member, you're all very, very important, and I welcome you to the house. If you have people, you know how I do in my live stream, if people that you have not met before, that their names are not familiar to you, please take their names down and connect later. When I do my live stream, I only do my live stream every other Sunday. And when I do it, I would like us to just concentrate and see what we can get out of it. I've dropped the link before. Nobody wants to jump in. I'm dropping it again. I want you, especially the young mothers, I want to know the challenges you're facing, because my own challenge in my time and your challenges now are so different. I've mentioned to you what my youngest son said when he saw what's going on now. He's only in his 20s, as I said, but what he was seeing, he relates it to when they were growing up, how they were raised, and he just shakes his head. And so it would even get worse when they start having their own children, and so on and so forth. Things are really going bad. I thought it's only in diaspora that you have these problems, until I saw that video. I actually saw it because I just decided to see it, so to fully understand what people were saying, to make sure they were not exaggerating. And I don't want to mention the name, but you know the video I'm talking about, of this girl that they said she was only 10. She does not look 10 to me, but they said she was only 10. After watching that video, I actually shed tears. I'm very emotional when it comes to children upbringing and children not doing the right things. I really, I shed tears. When I watched that, I'm thinking, what am I seeing? Is this for real? And those boys were so young, maybe 12, 13-year-old boys as well, doing what? When I saw that video, I passed sleepless nights that night, because that was when I knew that we have to be on our toes. We have to be on our knees and pray for our children, and children will do better. I did not take it on that child, but the mother who came to the social media and asking us for help. Now I'm getting a bit emotional, because this woman, I thought that she's the type of woman I would like to see face to face and sit down and chat with her. That's what I would have wanted to do with that woman. You are coming to social media and asking us to please help you. Help you do what? After seeing what I saw and other things I was seeing on TikTok about this girl, you want us in social media to come and help you with what? Let me welcome somebody to the house, because this is now making me really, really. Oh, I wish I never saw that video, but I was glad. I was happy that I saw it. Chinwa TV, you're very welcome to the house. Steko Creations, I've already welcomed you before. Yeah, Victory Activities, I welcome you. Yes. So, please, those of you with young children, those of you with teenage children, those of you with adult children like mine, there are challenges each way. But one thing I know from my experience, please listen very carefully. One thing I know with my own experience of raising children, never mind the fact that I raised mine in the 80s and 90s, and you're raising yours now in the 20 something, in the millennium. It doesn't matter. It's not that far apart. But I mean, our own upbringing, my own upbringing is something different. I don't even want to go there, because yes, our mothers, our parents did wonderfully well with us then, but they could have done better. But what they did helped us to be who we are. We were. So that at the time, that was the right thing for them. The way they brought us up was the right thing for them to do. And we, by the grace of God, turned out okay. And in fact, well, very well okay. So thank God for that kind of upbringing those days. Actually, seeing what is happening now and what happened then, give me that kind of upbringing then than what is going on now. Sam Nkemdrim Agoha in the building from Munich in Germany. Now we day here. You're welcome to the house, Sam. And she's saying, keep coming, guys. I hope you have given me thumbs up. Everyone in the house, please give me thumbs up. Right. Let us continue. So please listen to me, young mothers who are bringing up young children, and people who are not yet married and yet to bring up young children. As soon as you have your child, obviously, well, the best thing would be, once you know that you're pregnant, keep laying hand on your tummy and praying for your child. As soon as you know, when you're praying, just touch your hand there and pray. That's one thing. Then another thing, as soon as you deliver the child, and you obviously automatically will breastfeed our children, you're breastfeeding your children, keep looking into the eye of that child and be talking. They understand. When I see these women who will be feeding their children and they're there, buy granite. Oh yeah, do this. What is it? They are just there, and the baby is concentrating, looking at you to know, to that bond. But you are really busy doing something. Just put the breast up, and then no, we have to start on time. I'm telling you now. Especially, I don't know what it is, whether it's in the air. The children these days, they are different to what we had in the past. They are understanding the way they grasp things and the way things are. Even with my own children, and the way we brought up, I'm thinking, what's happening now? So please be attentive to them. Spare that time. It doesn't take so long to feed a child. That time you're feeding with them, interact with them. Look them in the eye, because they're looking you in the eye, and you're incidentally you're looking somewhere, you're doing something else. Because we say mothers, we multitask. Yes, you multitask, but sometimes, maybe not all the time, but most of the time, when you're feeding that child, concentrate on that child's eye. That bond, it makes a lot of difference. They start from there, and then they get to one, they start crawling, they start doing certain things. You think they're not watching you. You can be in front of them and doing some things that husband and wife normally would do, and you think that the child is a baby, they're not watching. Sometimes when they start doing something similar, and you think, because they saw you doing that, they copy a lot. So there are things you do in front of them, and there are things you don't, especially when they get to a certain age. And I said to you, they grow so quick now. They see you, they understand, they see what's going on. And sometimes when I hear 5-year-olds talk now, I'm wowed. Did you say this child is how old? If I'm 5 is too old, 3-year-old talking, you think, do you say this child is how old? 3. What they know and what they talk about now is getting worse. Beauty Margaret Kitchen, you're welcome to the house. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, exactly. Because they are fast in learning. Yes, they learn very fast, especially, I don't know whether it's in the water or it's in the air. So that's why we have to be very, very careful what we do and say. That's why I say that we have to lead by example, because you can talk from now till tomorrow. Oh, Kels, did I miss Kels? I didn't see Kels in the house. I can see, okay, Musisi is saying, Kels, where are you? Okay, I thought she's in the house. Yeah, so let us start on time. Because if we miss it the first 5 years, I'm saying it again, if we miss it the first 5 years, we have actually missed a lot, because whatever they will get, they've got it at that time. And when you go out there and start telling them otherwise, when they're up to that age of 5, and you have started on time at home to tell them this, and give them reason why you're telling them what you're telling them not to do or to do. Give them reasons. Don't say because I say so. That's not a reason. That's a silly comment to make to any child. Tell them why you're saying what you're saying, so they can learn. So they will be well informed of why you're behaving or saying what you're saying to them. So then they now get to that stage 5 up to 10, and then from 10, 11 or so, they start entering high school. That's when you have another big challenge, because in high school, people are coming from different backgrounds, people who have not even cared to bring their own children up properly. So if you have done your own job well within the first 5 years, and then up to the 10 years when they start high school, then they will be the ones saying to other people, no, why are you doing that? My mommy or daddy said I shouldn't do that. They can actually teach other children. Yes, I've seen that happen. They can actually teach other children and say, oh, my mom, they'll be like, but in my home, we're allowed to do that. Oh, okay, but in my home, where you can hear them arguing, saying that in my home, my mommy and daddy don't allow us to do that. They say that it's bad, because they'll give them the reason. But if they say, oh, they said that it's bad, and the other child, who is all clever these days, they say, they said it's not bad. Why is it not bad? And then the child will say, I don't know. Then you have lost it. You have failed it, because you haven't taught that child properly. Tell them the reason. Always, no matter how embarrassing that reason is, tell the child, because if not, they will tell her or him outside there. So you can see the children can actually teach other children if you're teaching them right, and other children who are not taught right want to make them to follow their own way. Your own child can actually turn the other ones around. I've seen it happen. It works like magic. So, but if you have not done your own properly, and the other child, her own mother didn't do their own properly, too bad met bad, and it became baddest. Maybe that's not a good English, I don't know. But if one is actually taught right, with reason, because that reason is very important. Another one is, and they start misbehaving, and the child is quick to say, you don't do that. My mommy told me, or my daddy told me. And they say, we're allowed to do that in my own house. Why? Then the child can give them reason, and it does help that other child. Your own child already helped another child. So that's why it's good to please correct them. Oh, my sister Mabel is in the house. You're very welcome. Thank you so much for coming. So that we're now into high school. As soon as they enter high school, remember, I'm talking from my own experience of my own children, but I have mothers now whose children are in high school. So I also got some information from them, what is going on now. At the time my children were in school, they will tell you what they're teaching them. When they start teaching them any kind of sex education, they will actually tell you. You can decide, you can see the what do you call it, curriculum or something, and see what they're actually going to teach. And then you know whether it's appropriate for your children to know. But now I don't think it happens. They just teach it anyway, because that's part of their learning. They can tell them as young as whatever you can think of, even in primary school, that it's okay if you decide to be this sex or that sex, even though we are born that sex. That's why it's also good for us to start now to tell our children who they are and why God made them like that. And nobody should make them to try to change their mind to become something else, because it is happening now, even in primary school, teaching them that kind of thing, that you can decide. It's your life. A child who is 5 is their life, really. So that's why we have to be on our toes at home. When children come back from school, unfortunately, some mothers are absent, some fathers are absent. They go straight to childminder. I'm not rubbishing that. I did not take mine at the time because I chose not to. Maybe that meant that I didn't get onto the career I wanted to on time, but that's fine. So everybody, I'm not telling you how to parent. If you decide to pursue your career first and you want to achieve this and achieve that, when you still have young children, It's up to you. But I'm telling you now, they grow so quick. And if you miss it, you have missed it. You're pursuing that career. They're in childminder's house until 6 p.m. You collect them from childminder. Yourself, you're very tired. You come back home. You haven't even got time to ask them what happened in school. Never mind what happened with the childminder today. What did whoever looked after them today, or maybe they were in after school club. What happened in after school club today? You haven't even got that time because you're so tired. What you want to do is make their meal, give it to them, shove them to bed. If you have the time to pray for them, hallelujah. If not, they're in bed until the next day, the cycle starts. The cycle continues. And then over the weekend, if you are one that don't work weekends, over the weekend, maybe you have that Saturday. What are you doing? Tidying the home, trying to do this, trying to clean that, trying to do that. You're so exhausted on that Saturday because you're cleaning the home. And the children will be running around and you're shouting at them to keep quiet and stop that because they're not able to help you because they're quite young. You're shouting at them to sit down, do this, I'm tidy. Look how that now, tidy that, you're putting it down there. Bam, on their bum. You smack them, throw them away, sit down there, I'm tidying the house, I'm so tired. You do the tidying up, then you do the cooking for the weekend. The next day is what? Sunday. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to come for me. People that sleep in the church. Yes. The next day is church. Because I go to Nigeria and I'm like, why would this service last 3 hours? What are you saying? Why will it last for this long? What is it all about? If the way people pray is the way things are happening, then we wouldn't have any problem in this world. I'm not saying don't pray. I'm a prayer warrior. But please, let us be realistic. Yeah? So on Sunday, you literally drag them to church. You spend 4 hours, 3 hours there, as the case may be. You come back. It's time to start getting ready for the next day. Rat race. It continues. Before you know it, the child turned 1, she or he turned 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Before you know it, they get into high school. When they get to secondary school, is that stage where they want to be on their own. They're in the house with you, but they want to be upstairs. Yes, no, because you have been so busy anyway when they were younger. So what business do they have with you now to be telling you what? You ask them, how was school today? Fine. How are you today? Okay. This, and then you don't even have time to go further and ask more questions because you are tired yourself. You just want to ask them in the name of asking. Okay. Thank you, Be Yourself Dynasty, for acknowledging that, because she's got a teenager. I think her first child is now a teenager, so she can understand what I'm talking about. Now, please, what I'm saying here now is, oh, Musisi, how can I miss a super chat when I'm talking? Yeah, I miss this super chat when I'm talking. Thank you so much, Musisi. You're always super chatting me, eh? My member, and also always super chatting me when he comes to my live stream. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, Musisi. If you have not gone, Musisi, I don't know what you're waiting for. At the end of this live stream, please look for him. Look for him, my Ugandan Musisi. Thank you so much. So that's the stage. But as I said, if you catch them between age 1 to 5, when you tell them to do something with reason, they will do it. You tell them to, but when they get to teenage age, you tell them with reason, they'll question you. Yes, that's the time they start questioning you, especially here. When I get to Nigeria and see some of the fairly adult children, the way their parents talk to them, I don't know about now, whether it's still happening now, but in some families, and then, yes, mommy, yes, daddy, and they are in their 20s. And I'm thinking, wow, this is, but sometimes it's not so good. It comes to a stage where they are now adults. You talk like adults with them, and they love it. This afternoon, we had a Zoom meeting with some of our children, and the way they talk, the way they reason, and you think, you ask them, what's your opinion? What do you think about it? What do you think about this? And it's amazing what they say, because they're now adults. We're not talking like adults. They will tell you, but mom, no, I don't agree with that point. And you're like, okay, hear them out. Don't think because you are their mom or their dad, you think that you know everything. They share their opinion. And sometimes, I'm telling you, what they're saying is so spot on that I actually, as their mom, I gain things from my adult children, because they are now in the midst of all this new generation. They know what's up. So they can actually tell me, mom, no, this is what, when a statement is made, sometimes I'm like, what's that? and they'll tell me what that statement meant because they're saying it in their own code, and I don't understand it. So that's why you should be able to listen to them and don't think that you know it all because you're their mom. So so that's the stage I am now with. I say now a time of discussion, agreeing with things, how do you call it? Agree to disagree. Yes, with our adult children. That's what we do now. But when they are in their teenage years, that's the time. Me, from my parenting, teenage years, the worst parenting time. When they're teenagers, chai, their hormone is running all over the place, both men and women, and boys and girls. It's all over the place. And you think, is it the same child? Is it the same child? Few years ago, why is he behaving like this? Why is she behaving like that? Their hormone is running helter skelter, and if you don't understand it, you start using those harsh words again. You are mixing up with the backgrounds, stupid child, and regret the day I born you, this and that, talking rubbish. I call it rubbish because you are regretting the day you born him or her. Did they beg you? Did they ask you to born them? So if you are regretting, keep your regret in your pocket and nothing to do with them. So using those kinds of words, it just does not help the teenager. That's when they start rebelling. That's when they start misbehaving. Actually, they do things to spite you. Yes. And they're doing it to spite you. Not they're destroying themselves, but they're doing it because of you, to make you angry, because of the way you react to them. That means we have two problems here. The problem with the teenage child, and you have problem in your hand. Because believe you me, if they are not straight, if they are not happy and they're doing the wrong things, you will never have rest of mind. You will, as much as you want to be macho, you will never have rest of mind because you are now at that challenging time with them. Rose, through talk, my yes, thank you, Rose. Yeah, because sometimes we need to sit down. That's why I was standing up before dancing and we're singing. When I want to talk about this, I sat down because we need to sit down and really think. So please, as I say, I get some information from my adult children, and I want to get from you younger mothers. And I know I'm talking, and I really want to get on with this talk before, but I don't mind people coming on the stage. So I would know that somebody is on the stage and waiting to chip in something. So let me put the link up again. Anybody can come up at any time. You can just wait until I finish, then you can chip in your own. So I've told you about from birth, when they're breastfeeding and you're looking at them, or you're not looking at them, you're throwing your eyes away and doing other things. When you're doing that and they're watching, to the time when they're from age 1 to 5, when you get them that time, because they don't question a lot. They may say, but why? And you tell them, but why? But you explain. They're okay with that. They won't challenge anymore once you tell them. But the big problem is from that age 13. For some reason, when they get to that age 13, people will start telling to them, oh, you're now a teenager. For some reason, I don't know what they think that teenage age is. Oh, you're now a teenager, and they just take it as something that is, glamorous. I'm now a teenager. You don't tell me what to do, or I will challenge you. And then, obviously, as I said, their hormone is running helter-skelter. And then you, as the mother or father, I'm using mother all the time because it has to be parents. Let me be saying parents here now, because I think I'm being carried away by where I am here in UK. Daddy Bella is in the house. Daddy Bella, you're very welcome. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming, Daddy Bella. You see, I'm getting all these people in my house. I hope you all know about Daddy Bella. If you don't, what are you waiting for as well? Hey, Daddy Bella is in my house today. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you. So, teenage years, that's where we're concentrating on today. Because if you are able to get through that stage, then when you get to the stage where mine are, which is adult stage, it becomes a lot easier, because at that time you are now talking to them like adults and they love it. When you ask their opinion about something, this is what we are planning to do. What do you think? This person will say their own, that person will say their own, that person will say their own. They just love it. But when they're in that teenage years, you're still seeing them as children. You don't want them to have much opinion about things. It's time of you fighting with them. I want to go out with my friends. Can I go out with my friends? And you say no. If you say no, do you know what you have told lie? Let me tell you why you've told lies. Yeah, your teenage child comes to you and say, I want to. Can I? No, they say, can I go out with my mates? That's what they use here, mates. Anyway, that's story for another day. And you say no, you've actually told lies. You know why? Because if it's one of those teenagers I'm talking about, you say no, they'll just shrug their shoulder. Maybe you get into the kitchen to do something, you hear the door bang, they are gone. You said no, but they've gone anyway. So when they want to go out with their friend at that age of teenage years, ask them. Maybe, and I will expect that by now you know their friends. Ask them, who are you going with? Where are you going? When are you coming back? Let us stop this micromanagement. You know, micromanaging children is not actually helping. It makes them to rebel. It makes them to go the other way. I'm telling you this with experience now, and with the other people I've welcome to our gathering. Okay, welcome everybody better. I'm telling you with my own experience and other people I've cancelled. Yeah. So when you say no to them, you're telling lies, because they're going to do it anywhere. Negotiate with them, ask them where, who with, what are they doing, and so on. I assume you know their friends. But mine, when we were growing up, we know their friends. I tell you, oh, it's Charlie, or is this person, is that person? Okay. When are you coming back? Don't tell them, oh, maybe they know your caveat is maybe you don't stay out until 8 p.m. or whatever, depending on their age. When are you coming back? There's no point even saying, make sure you come back at this time. Because you have already agreed before. When they are supposed to come back, they'll say to you, oh yeah, I should be back by 8 or whatever. And 5 out of 10 times, they may not come back at that time. Good ones will call you and tell you the reason why they're behind, why they're not yet back, but I'm on my way now. And if they do that, when they come back, please don't start. You told me you're coming back at 5 and you didn't. You came back at 6, even though they've told you that they're running late or whatever. Even if they didn't tell you, it's not the time for them, when they're entering the door, to start raining abuses. Stupid child, I don't know where you've been. You told me you're coming at 5, you came at 6. I wonder what you have gone there to do. You see, that is not the way to handle it, because it makes them to even want to go out more and don't even come back at all, and just hang out anywhere else with other children. So our choice of words, what we say to them, how we say it, especially when they're in their teenage years, because of everything going on with them, there's a lot of hormones running in their system, both the male and the female children. So how we speak with them at that time and what we say actually makes a lot of difference. So just these teenage years is the worst one, from my experience and from others I've spoken with. And then once they get over that teenage years and enter into their 20s, some of them who are ladies will start getting married. The men will start, knowing what they want in life and stuff like that. And then that different type of relationship starts. But let's catch them young. And then teenage years, let's try and relate very well with them. Oh, Beauty, Margaret Kitchen, you're welcome. And Beatrice Wanjiro, you're welcome to the house. Thank you everyone for coming. None of you want to come to the stage. I think you are just okay with what I'm just saying, but I want to hear from you, because I want to hear from you. That's why I said we'll continue this on live stream today, because my sit-down videos the other day didn't really do justice to what I wanted to say. That's why I want us to do it on live stream today, to get more, because a lot of our children, I don't know, Daddy Bella, I think you are in Germany, in Europe somewhere. Here in UK, I don't know whether it's the same in Europe. Our young people are whiling away. They're just there. And it's unfortunate that once they get in there, it doesn't make things better, it makes things worse, because they are in there, nobody see, there's no guidance. Maybe if the parents care to visit them inside there, they only have 1 hour visit time once a week or whatever, and you go and they're just there, and you see them smiling, and you wonder, do you actually know where you are? You're not supposed to be here. You're supposed to be at home with your parents, but because their minds, our heads are messed up, they don't even care. Some of them like to reoffend, to go back inside. That may shock you, but it happens. They come out, they want to knowingly reoffend so they can go back inside, because they feel that you are disturbing them. But inside there, they have time for their come and play football in their prison garden. They do all sorts of things there. They have activities. Nobody's telling them. Obviously, they have time, that they have to send them all back into their rooms. But apart from that, they just love to be out there. Oh, that's so. And my sister Mabel is coming to the house. Yes, she's about our generation, so she can say whether what I'm saying is true or not. You're welcome on the stage, my sister Mabel. So that's my concern. My sister Mabel is a social worker, so she will see where I'm coming from. Our children are wasting away, and we have to try and do better and have more time for them. We don't have to have all the money in the world, because by the time we finish pursuing that money, which we never get enough of, they have grown and they have gone the wrong way. And then we will remain with the consequences for the rest of our lives. You can't be growing old and growing old gracefully, like I'm getting old. I cannot be getting old gracefully if I'm worried that one of them, I have to go and visit them where they are locked up on Saturday next week for 2 hours or for 1 hour. I'm thinking, oh, the other one is there doing this. I have to go and bail them out from the station. I have to keep bailing children out. I think you can't have rest of mind. That's what I'm saying. If you miss it that time, that you should be there with them doing things and maybe get less money, tell them, I'm not working. I'm only working 2 days because I want to be here with you. That's why you're not getting that is it Nike shoe or whatever that your friend got. I'm only able to get you the Adidas. Manage that because I'm only working 2 days and I'm doing it for you. They may not understand though. I'm not expecting them to understand, but just explain that to them anyway and do what you can for them. Don't my sister Mabel, I'll give you time to tell. Let me just finish this my line of thought before I forget. So let them understand that that's why they are not getting what they want or everything they want, because you saw me today, son. I only went to work twice. My friends go 5 times a week, but I only went twice so I can be here with the rest of the time with you. Most children will understand. In fact, sometimes you listen to them and say, hey, my mommy told me that I can't get that because we haven't got enough money because she's at home most of the time with me. The other one will say, oh, okay, I don't see my mom, but she buys everything for me. Look at my Nike. She buys everything for me, so I'm happy. You see, so these are different. You see, you hear them talking, and that's their own understanding that they're happy with their Nike. Their mom is buying these things for them, but in your own case, you're wearing Adidas, and they'll body shame you because of that. But the children, obviously, sometimes it will pain them. But when they come back, ask them how was school. They will tell you, hey, my friend Mark was laughing at me because I wasn't wearing the type of shoe he was wearing. I said, hey. Then you have to reassure them and tell them to ignore them, that this, reassure them because they are looking for you to know what you are going to say. Let it not be always they come back, you talk about their lessons, what they studied in class. Did you get 10 over 10? If you didn't, why? That person that got 10 over 10, are they better than you? Why are you? Is that what I sent you to school? Hey, it's all about what their mark, education. If you ask them, how was school today? They'll tell you, oh, school was good. The lunch they gave us today was good. Which lunch? Who's talking about lunch here? I'm sending you to school. You're telling me about lunch was good. You see, it has to involve everything. No, it's not all about, yes, the education is important, but let them tell you about other things as well. From that lunch talk, you may get some things that you can actually advise them on. But we are always quick to go into this education. My friend's son is in the what do you call this kind of schools here in UK that Auntie Mabel, what do you call the school? No, not the normal school, the one that you have to go into. What's it? Grammar. My friend's school is in grammar school, and look at you in comprehensive school. Stupid boy, stupid girl. Hey. Anyway, let me stop you here because I can go on and on. Auntie Mabel, if you're in the house, please talk to us.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Big Sis. You're really doing a great job. And I think this is why I'm always glad that some of us on the YT street, I just always tell people we're here to add value. We are not only about numbers of subscribers or numbers of views. So yes, thank you very much. I just believe this is what the Bible is telling us when it's saying the older women should learn to admonish the younger women. And sometimes we have to also share some of the things we've done wrong so that you guys don't have
Yes,
to repeat those mistakes.
exactly.
So the point I really want to share today, I can see Musisi and Daddy Bella. That's why I jumped in quickly while they are still here. I just feel Daddy Bella and the other men, please try and encourage the young fathers to really get involved in the life of their children, especially through your platform. Daddy Bella, I know you are doing a great job because I know that you always sometimes let us understand that your family is important. You have the family channel as well. So I just feel you guys should do more, and I do hope that you are involved in your family life, and also try and start admonishing the men and start encouraging them to get involved in their children's life. I think that's the biggest challenge most families have in the UK. When you see families and children going astray, sometimes some of the younger dads, they just use the same old mentality they were brought up with in Nigeria. Say, oh, my dad never got involved in my life. All he does was
Mm.
give me school fees and just provide the money or whatever. And unfortunately, there are some men who didn't even have their dad providing that. They were raised their mom paid all their school fees and did everything. Even those who had their dad involved might not necessarily be doing it. So please, please, and the young women in the house, try and find a way to include your dad, your husbands in the care of the children. It can be done. I'm not saying people like us on the hand side, maybe probably out of stress and everything, we might have snapped at our partners. Oh, you never did this, you didn't do that. But there are gentle way of encouraging them to join and to be involved. And sometimes, like if little Johnny or Okechukwu or whoever, whatever, or Osemu Diame, as we say in this want to go play football, encourage that and see. And even when you go for parent evening, I know they do it now. Some of you actually do it who are now in private schools in Nigeria. Encourage your husband to come along and try as much as possible to put it in the family diary well ahead of time so they can take time off work, because especially in the UK, it's always sad in our time to see that most of the black children, it's only the mom who will always come for parent evening, whereas all the other white children, you see both mom and dad, and even sometimes nan and granddad, that's their grandparents will even come sometimes. So that's one thing too. That's one thing I wanted to stress. So, and also start learning to have family meetings from very early age.
Mm.
Don't wait until until like what my sister was saying. Don't wait until they are old enough, until they are older. Sometimes we spend so much time on prayer and VG and everything that made the children, as soon as they can't even wait to get away, especially in the UK. I know they're doing it in back home now, but the children back home can be that can be yes ma, even in our country here, they can be yes ma, yes dad at home, but once they are out of the house, they are something else.
Yes.
Because all those waking them up 5 a.m. to sing praise and worship for 30 minutes to an hour and do the Bible study for another 30 minutes, even some Saturdays. I'm not saying, but like Sister Big C said, it's important, but let's do it in proportion.
Yeah.
Let's make some of those meetings interactive and actually treat it as a family meeting. When the children grow up already knowing that they have this family meeting, family discussion, it should be sometimes what I used to do when my children were young. Weekdays was quick prayers, but Saturday was when we really sat down and do this, really chat and do.
Yeah.
I said it in my channel. I was using this Mr. Joe White book, which was How to Raise Children Who Fears the Lord. He was an American author. And later he has another one with us, How to Raise Teenagers Who Fear the Lord. It was a very interactive kind of study Bible kind of book that has some questions that were leading questions that encourage the children to participate very well. So it's not just about say, oh, just pray and just move on, or just read the Bible passage or quote Bible passage. All those are good, but really, really discussing family stuff and really family issues. And even if the little Johnny or little Semudiame is 3 years old, and you already see you sitting and say, okay, you go to nursery Monday to Friday. You are here so day. On so Wednesday, on the day, is this your PE day? Just encourage them when you discuss their week activities and give them opportunity to actually all these things that Big Sissy say. It could be another time to really discuss them in detail, how their week has been. And sometimes even how your week has been as well, according to in an age appropriate manner. So anyway, I will stop there. So please start engaging them young in family meetings,
Yeah.
family gathering, and eligibility as we do social work. Let them take ownership of what you are going to do, even when you are planning to go to Nigeria. And also one thing as well, those of you who are in the cities, make sure you always speak positively of your village. Those of us who are abroad, speak positively of your country, because you can see the case of Coco Mama, how she said it was because the husband was always speaking ill of Nigeria. That's why the children didn't want to go. There are some bad things in Nigeria. There are also some bad things but in the UK. Children, especially in London or that part of the UK, children are killing each other. Mostly our black children are the ones killing each other in the street. So it's not as if it's 100% safe. It might be a different kind of insecurity. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, there is drugs, there is county lines, there's so many other things. There's sexual exploitation that goes on in Bodo Imbo, and children of underage are already exposed to things they are not supposed to, which is also happening in Nigeria now. So let our children, let's be vigilant as parents, because it's not just enough to give them smartphone or to say, oh, they are watching, they are God fearing, I've covered them in the blood of Jesus. They will never do such a thing. When the things are popping up in advert in their faces all the time, when children are sharing it with them in the playground. So we saw the issue that happened with this 10-year-old that went to Dubai recently. So those
Mm-hmm.
children might have even come from, I didn't follow the story into the detail. Some of them might even be from children, Christian homes, you know. So anyway, let me stop there. So thank you, sis, for discussing these topics. And let's
Thank you
the
so
younger
much.
ones, please,
Mm.
just be ready and just see God's face. Tie your jar very well, as they will say in
Yes,
Yoruba,
so
because parenting not be moi. Okay. So yeah, thank you and God bless you all.
thank you so much for your input. Thank you. I really appreciate that. I would like a younger mom to come up and tell us their own challenges now. Thank you so much. If there's any, I dropped the link again. If there's any younger mom here, I would like to know your own challenges. And I've talked about obviously teenage years, younger years, teenage years, and adult age, various challenges that comes with each and every one of them. And please, I'm not saying that prayer does not work. Obviously, prayer works so well, but we have to do the practical things we need to do as parents, and then for prayers to, obviously we add the prayers with it, but just praying only and dragging them, literally dragging them to church is not the answer. Church does not say church does not save any child, any person. You can drag somebody to church all the time and they'll go there. They're not even interested, but they're going to that church because of you, want to please you, because they don't get up in the morning to go to church. The kind of spanking they will get from you. So out of fear, they will go to church with you. And then once they leave that church, they will go there and behave in a way that a child who has never even been to church will not behave. So I'm not saying don't go to church, but I'm saying don't always think that because your children follow you to church means that that everything is okay. Just give them that kind of training, the training that you're supposed to give them at home. Yes, going to church is all well and good, but please let us do our own bits. I have new people in the house. Party NYC vlog, you're very welcome to the house. And Esther's Chronicle, one of my members. I have a special shout out when my members come into the building. You're welcome to the house. Thank you to two of you. We have been talking for an hour and a half. You may have to catch up with what we have said before, but in a nutshell, what we have been saying, obviously we talked about parenting. My videos this week talked about parenting and then the effects of bad parenting on children. That's what we are just expanding on that today. So I've talked about parenting and then talked about bringing up the children and the fact that the stages from birth to 5, which is the age that we need to catch them. By the time they get to 5 years and above, if you have not instilled that thing that you want to instill in them, it might be too late to start. So we have to start on time by the age of 5, and that once they start high school and their teenage years, then that's a different challenge. And for me, that's where the stage I found more challenging. But it's not with every child. As I said to you, I have 4 sons, and all 4 of them were so different at that stage of their teenage years. They were so different. Some of them will give you trouble. Some of them will pass through that stage, and you wonder, is it not the same parent? Are we what missed here? So they're all different, even though they're from the same parent. Those of you who have children will know what I mean. They are your children, but they're so different. Sometimes you look at them and you wonder, why? But that's how it is. It's just like when we were growing up as well. We were all from the same parents, but we didn't all behave the same way. So you don't expect them to behave the same way, and you don't expect them all to be academic. Our people and this academy, which grade did you get this? That's all you have to ask the child. In fact, some of the children will think that the only time you speak with them or the only time you're happy with them is about their grades. So that's the only time, and they go there and they want to do all they can to get good grades because that's the only time you're happy with them. It shouldn't be all about grades. Yes, doing very well in school, of course, is fantastic. But yes, over here in UK, I'm not saying that getting a degree is not good, but most people now are choosing to go through the route of, hey, what do they call it? They're not going to uni, they're going to apprenticeship, yes. And you know what? Some of the people that go through apprenticeship, they will go there, they'll be working and doing the apprentice. Because what matters here a lot is depending on the profession you're in. Obviously, if you're a medical doctor, you're a nurse and all that, you have to get that qualification before you can start practicing. But when it comes to other things, actually, experience is what counts. If you got the experience, you may have master's degree, and somebody who went through apprenticeship and started working on time and have lots of experience will be your manager. Yes, with your master's degree and somebody who started as an apprentice and then got lots of experience over the years while you are in school laboring and doing your first degree and accumulating this 9,000 a year, because that's what they pay now in UK here, 9,000 a year. You're accumulating that bill. That person that came out, went through apprenticeship, while they're doing the apprenticeship, they're working, they're teaching them, they're showing them what to do, they actually come out and they'll be your manager. Yes. So that's here. I don't, because, but in Nigeria, I think it's the other way around. You have to have these qualifications to be anywhere. But here it's not, it doesn't matter. I'm not saying that should not go to school. Obviously, you need to go to school to be able to comport yourself and go through that university education. But I'm saying that it's not a do or die affair. So parents should not, some children are not academic and will have to accept that. You may have 4 of them, and 3 might be academic, or 2 might be very academic that they don't even have to study. They go there and they make A stars. The other ones have to struggle more. Don't compare them. Don't tell them because your brother went to uni, you have to go to uni. Look at your brother, he's at university reading pharmacy, and you're here doing this and comparing them and bringing their morals down. For what? It's not all about education, you know. Some people have that this intelligence that they can, but they don't have the emotional intelligence at all. That one is 0. Emotional intelligence actually is even better because you have to, when you don't have that kind, you just have intelligence to go and do your studies and come out, and other things doesn't matter. No, please don't compare. And as I say, maybe in Nigeria it works for you, but here it doesn't work for you. You can go and do your master's, and somebody with apprenticeship and have lots of experience will be your manager. It happens all the time. Gigi man, let me use from my phone. Gigi man, Sibo Empire, you're very welcome to the house. Beatrice says something very informative topic here. We should interact with our kids and pray for them always. Yes. In Swiss as well, it's all about experience and apprenticeship. Thank you. See what I mean? But people in Nigeria don't understand that. It's all about education. They finish, they want to do, push them to go and do their masters. They can even, I know some of them come over here to do their masters. They finish, they want to do their PhD. It's all well and good if you're going to lecture at the uni. Yeah, that's fine. Uni in Nigeria, or even here, yeah, if you're going to go through certain routes, yes. Otherwise, please don't stress these children out by forcing them to do what they are not even, they are struggling to do because you want to talk with your friends who are saying that my daughter is a farmer. These 3 or 4, I think it's 4 now, a pharmacist, it's a medical doctor, it's an engineer, and it's a lawyer. Once you don't fit into these 4, who are you? But that's not the case over here. Inspire with Ella Suitable, you're in the house. Thank you. And Zubi is in the house. Zubi, you're late, but better late than never. Thank you so much. I always like you in the building. Thank you, all of you. Anyway, I appreciate everyone here. Thank you. And so you're all welcome. Ella, I know that Ella has young children. I just dropped a link. I want people with younger family to say something, just the challenges they're having. I know the challenges that we're having abroad is not the same in Nigeria. However, I'm still going back to say that having seen the video I saw about that girl that was in Nigeria, I rest my case. I thought that these things are not happening in Nigeria, that it's only those of us who are in abroad who are going through seeing children behaving in that way. After seeing that video, I rest my case and I said, look, parents, wherever you are, Nigeria, America, all over the world, just have to do your best for these children, because the society is grabbing them from us quick, and we'll just have to be on our toes. I regret not learning how to type in Nigeria, because typing and shorthand was looked down on. Exactly. You can imagine Nigeria, is that you are doing typing. People will just laugh at you. But here, go and see PAs, personal assistant to the chief executive, personal assistant to that one. They are the ones, in fact, with all your degree, they are the ones getting the money. And honestly, when you come here, all those your degree and masters and PhD and all the rest of it, you are just leveled, because those people will be your bosses. That's how it is here. That's why I'm saying, please, education is all well and good, very important. If the child is academic, obviously let them get on with it. But if they are not academic and they tell you they want to go through apprenticeship, please encourage them, because apprenticeship is the especially here. And Esther's Chronicle just said that is the same in Switzerland, where she is. So let us just look at what is happening in our area and at the time and season where we are, and encourage our children. Don't compare them. I had a wedding yesterday, so I'm exhausted. Oh, that's okay, my dear. Oh, no, I'm only joking, Zubi. The fact that you're here is more than enough. Thank you so much. Glory is a reality. Thank you so much. Well done, yeah. So, not my wedding, though. I attended a wedding. Yeah, very soon we'll be hearing that it's your own wedding. I'm going to come from here to Nigeria. If it's going to, you never know, you may marry somebody abroad here, and it becomes even easier for me in UK. If not, I'll be there in Nigeria for Zubi's wedding. I've said it on air. So when the time is right, give me invitation on time, and I'll get myself ready to come. Yeah. So who else is in the house? Oh, Gift Yankee TV. You're very welcome to the house. I appreciate you coming. Wow, all this, I've had a lot of people on this live stream today. Thank you so much. We spent an hour and a half, but I still got the link. What we are talking about today is children upbringing. Please, not one size fits it all. Whatever works for you in the house, but please, if we don't get anything out from what we are discussing today, when it comes to bringing the children up, listen to them and interact with them. It's not all about their school, what grade they got today. Mommy Ifechi, yeah, yes, Zubi. Just hold me on to that. I said it on air, so I will be getting ready whenever that is, whenever that right person comes. And I want to talk that day and tell the person how, they are to have you full of wisdom at your age. So I'll be getting ready. So just give me plenty notice. That's all you need to do. Happy new month to you, Yankee. Happy new month. So if you don't get anything away from today, is the fact that those of us who are raising young children now, please make sure, if they're still babies from the age of 1 to 5, grab them, because at that time they are so dependent on you. You can even give them something that is not good. I was watching Estelle Family TV yesterday. I was watching her video where she pranked her 2 beautiful children, a boy and a girl, and they gave them lemon as their breakfast. And they were just taking that lemon, and the girl was crying, but mommy, I want tea and bread. And she said, no, for today you're having lemon. And she called the lemon into her. You know what lemon is like when you taste it. And the little boy, who's about 3 or so, was just managing that lemon with his face like this, managing the lemon. And the girl would just manage the lemon and say, oh, mommy, I don't like this. Why are you giving us this? I want my tea and bread. And she was just there crying. She can't even, because at that age she cannot go up and say, what is this all about, Mom? I'm going to have tea and bread, and that's what I'm going to have. And she will get up and go to the kitchen and do it. She didn't, because she was still under her mother. I think that girl is still under 5 or something like that. But she was just there crying. When I saw that yesterday, I was like saying to Estelle, please don't do things like, I know it's a pride, but it really broke my heart. But I just so innocent. Honestly, if you haven't seen that, go and watch her Estelle Family TV. I watched that yesterday, and I was literally feeling bad. I knew it was prank, But I was feeling bad because I just saw the innocent, how innocent those children were. They were just sitting there. In fact, the small boy went first to the kitchen to find out if mom is actually saying the truth that we're going to have lemon for breakfast. He went to the kitchen and saw that there was nothing there. Mom hid everything away. And then he now came back and took that half of lemon and was licking it, and his face was like this, and he was just licking it with joy. Yeah, it was, it was touching. I knew she said it was a prank, but that actually showed me what these children are like when they're that age. They're so innocent. The girl was just licking the lemon but crying, I want tea and bread. I don't want this lemon. It's not tasty. The mom said, well, today, that's what is breakfast. But at a time, she couldn't hold it anymore. She had to start begging us. Yes, yes, she did say that it was Lily's platform that did it, that she copied Lily to do it. I haven't watched Lily's own. I just saw her own come up, so I watched it immediately, and I fell for those kids. But that's what I'm talking about. At that age, they're so dependent on us. So if we catch them that time, can you imagine telling her that's what they're going to have for breakfast? She was sitting there licking it and crying and asking that this is what I want. Until the mom said to her, okay, stop. The mom couldn't hold it anymore. Please stop crying. It's a prank. I don't mean it. And then she went and brought that tea and bread, and you can see the atmosphere change. Yeah? Can you imagine if it's your teenage daughter or son, you're having lemon this morning? They won't cry. They know where the breakfast is and they know what they normally have. They'll go there and start preparing it themselves. So this is okay. Even Lily's platform. Yep, okay. Would you divine? Okay. People planning to study abroad to learn how to type. Yeah, so if you can type and you are here in abroad, there's jobs for you. You have good, in fact, they have good pay and everything. And as I say, if you become a personal assistant to somebody higher in the office, but at home we are like, if you don't go to uni, it's like you are a failure. Yeah, then you go to uni and finish your first degree and you don't do your masters. What are you waiting for? With your masters in this country, you can be doing cleaning job until you find semi type of cleaning job, while others who did their apprenticeship are there waiting, and you'll be begging them to employ you, and they'll tell you there's no vacancies. So that's why, please stop disturbing your children so much about doing this qualification, doing that, and then if they come back from school, the first question you are asking a child is, oh, did your results come out today? So what grade did you make? And the child will be shaking like a leaf, trying to open the envelope. They've done their best. Whatever is in that envelope, encourage them. You may not be very happy with the result, but encourage them. Oh, that's not too bad. I'm sure next time you will do better. It helps the child and shaking like a leaf, because they know that when you open that envelope, they're going to get a mouthful from you as the parent, because they didn't get the grade you want them to get, because you want them to go and study medicine like my friend's son is studying, or my friend's daughter is studying medicine. Does she have two heads? Why are you getting this grade? This will not lead you to study medicine. Excuse me. Oh, somebody's in the house. Let me add you in. Uju, you're welcome. I like to see people coming up. Auntie Mabel has been, and now Uju, I would like to see you young mothers. Uju, I know she's got a younger child than me, obviously, but I still want people who are raising theirs up, especially in Nigeria. I want to hear from somebody in Nigeria, because I'm obviously here in UK. Auntie Mabel is in UK, Uju is in America. I would like to hear from those of you in Nigeria who are raising up these children, and if possible, somebody without a maid. If you don't have a maid in your house, I would like to hear from you, and you have children in Nigeria. Please, I'll drop the link again so that you can jump on. Just tell me the challenges you're having, because sometimes, most of the time, I feel for you lots in Nigeria. Those with the maids, okay, but those of you without, you are doing this on your own with the children. I would love to hear how you're doing it, and the part your husbands are playing, because it's very important. Over here in diaspora, our husband helped us a lot when the children are younger, and still helping, and it's nothing to them to cook, it's nothing to them to change their diapers, it's nothing to them to do the school run at all. So I want to hear from some of you in Nigeria. I'll drop the link again. Would you please talk to us?
Well, hi. I don't have much to say about raising kids.
Okay.
Although my child is younger, but just like you said, you want people that are in Nigeria to talk more. What I
Yeah.
wanted to point out is when I was talking about typing and learning how to type back home, things like typing was looked down on.
Yeah.
And when I came to this country, when I started my nursing program, it was a challenge for me because everything is paper, paper, type, 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 paper, paper, paper. It would take me hours to sit down to type. Hours. It would take my classmates maybe 10 minutes. It would take me hours because, typing then. Oh, what are you doing typing for? So that's why I'm always advocating and saying, if you plan to come abroad to study, or if you have children that you want to come abroad to study, make sure they know how to type. Because here, you don't have somebody to pay to type for you. You do it by yourself. Everybody is typing their own. They don't have
Yeah.
time to do your own work for you. Even if they type do your own work, is considered cheating because they want you to do your own stuff by yourself. So that's what, I don't know, you missed the comment. I was communicating with Divine because Divine was saying, really, big sis? I said, yes. I
Okay.
suffered
Yeah.
that. I really suffered that. I will cry. I will sit down to type. I will be crying. I said, if I had known, I would have learned how to, because here in high school, they are taught how to type. They are taught
Yes.
keyboarding. It's part of their, but back home, they'll say, hey, everybody is becoming doctors and lawyers. What are you doing typing for?
Yeah.
So that's just what I wanted to add. It's not, please, if you have your children that you want them to come over to study, make sure they learn how to type. Every homework is typing. Everything is typing. So that's just what I wanted to point out, so that people will have that awareness, so that what happened to me will not happen to somebody else.
Thank you so much.
All
Yes,
right.
that's very true. Although
Thank
that
you.
typing, I've noticed, it has made kids not to be having good handwriting. When we are in school in those days, we do handwriting as a subject, and
Mhm.
you really have to. But now, when you see some of the writings of these children, and it's nothing to write home about because everything
Yeah.
is typed. Yeah.
Everything
So
is computerized. That's the system now.
yeah,
That's life now.
yeah,
It's true. But
yeah.
that's life now.
That's right. Everything is typed. Everything is, yeah.
They
Mm.
just write like doctors, like we say, see the doctor. You know how the doctor scribbles. Oh,
Yes. You
that's
can't read
what it is.
anything.
Scribbling like a doctor, scribbling. Oh yeah, this
Yes.
is what is this person? Yeah. Okay, thank you, dear. Thank you,
Thank you so
big
much.
sister.
Thank you.
Thank
I
you.
really
I
appreciate that
appreciate you.
input. Thank you so much, Uju.
You're welcome, big
Yeah.
sis. Bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye. Where are they? Where are those mothers from Nigeria? You're hiding away. I want to hear from you. I've dropped the link before. You want me to drop it again? I want to hear from you. I want to hear your challenge. I want to hear how you're doing it, because I see you lot sometimes, even the traffic. You go to what I love about all your vlogs is how you go to the market, you negotiate and stuff like that. I miss that. Not that I know how to negotiate anywhere, because sometimes, even when I visit Nigeria, when they say that the pineapple is 1,000, to me, it's like, oh, really? Oh, really? I'll be putting a hand in my pocket to bring out the money. And the person I'm with will say to me, do you know what? Each time we go to market again, do not price anything. I'm going to be the one pricing. But when I check what they're saying, to me, it's like, oh, that's cheap compared to what we spend here. So, yeah, but still, I wonder how you all manage when I look at all the cost of things in the market and everything, and you're dragging the children to the market and to do that. You're all doing a very good job with the children from what I'm seeing, but it's just the challenges, how you are all coping and doing all that is what really, really you know surprises me, because here, yes, as I say, it's a different challenge here, because when mine were growing up, that was then. Honestly, the UK changed a lot. When I was raising my children up, things were so easy, easier than now. At that time, you have free this, free that, free school meal. It doesn't matter what your job is. You get the children just eat in school, 3 course meal, they give every child. But now, nothing like that. They just have everything free. They have free milk. Early in the morning, when you wake up, he come in front of your door. The milkman, they call it the milkman, early morning milkman will drop the milk in front of your house. So you know when they come. So once in the morning, you open your door, you pick up your fresh milk for your morning, and every single day they drop fresh milk free. That was in Scotland in the 80s. And I'm like, this is how abroad is. I love this. But obviously, that was Margaret Thatcher's time and so on. And after that, things started changing. And now, oh my goodness, now things are so hard here in UK that people are going to food bank to even collect food because people can't afford to go to normal shops. So things have changed over the years. Just like children upbringing have changed, other things have changed in UK. At that time, it's so easy to do certain so many things, but now things are so tightened up. But I loved it those days when, it was just so easy to get these things for nothing, really, but not anymore. So we just have to change with time because these things will not remain there all the time. Okay, if nobody from like raising up children in Nigeria want to talk to me, that's fine. No worry, I'm sure we have got something today, but please let us concentrate on all their stages of their life and when they get to that teenage age. And as my sister Mabel said, family meetings is good, not only when they are grown up. Have time with them, let them air their views just before you pray with them or whatever. Let them talk. You'll be amazed what will come out of their mouth. So they know, they say something that will even surprise you, say, oh, so this and so on. So let's engage them as early as possible and you'll be amazed how much they know. And from engaging them, you know what they've heard outside or what's going on. I mentioned the sleepover in my video yesterday. Maybe those of you in Nigeria don't know, but in here in UK and Uju have mentioned that before. It happens in America as well. That's when our children were growing up, people will come and knock and say, oh, that they want to have a sleepover or to go to somebody's house for sleepover. And I'm like, why? What does that mean even? And now in this day and age, oh, somebody's in the house. Hello, you're welcome, Mary's Lifestyle. Yeah, let me just finish this sentence here. So you wonder, what are they going to sleep over in that person's house for? What does that mean? Especially now that you don't know who is a P. I don't want to use the full word. You don't know who's a P, whose parents, and they'll be there overnight. And then, no, 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 no. It's not a good idea. I don't understand it, and I never understood it. But these are the things you have to watch out for. And they may tell you, so and so does it. Then say to them, yes, so and so does it. But that's their family. This is our family. And then tell them reasons why you don't think it's a good idea. Always give children reason, please. Don't just correct them without giving them reason why you're correcting them. Don't say no to them without giving them reason why you're saying no. It's very, very important because they can actually use it to impact on another child, as I said before. Thank you. Mary's Lifestyle, you're welcome.
Thank you for having me, Mama Ifechi. Am I loud and clear?
Yes. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for having me, and you're looking beautiful and gorgeous as usual.
Thank you, my dear.
And
Thank
I'm
you.
glad to be here as well. I've not been here for a long time, but I'm so glad to be here. And the topic you're discussing is really very important
Yeah.
because on my live stream last week, was it week before last, that was the topic that I had, about guidance concerning parents and all that, in terms of imposing on children without even actually asking them. I
Yes.
am guilty of that because I used to do it not until I begin to learn, and I have come to realize that whatever you're doing, you have to involve your children in every discussion. You don't just tell them, because most
Yeah.
of the time in Nigeria, especially those sending their children abroad, what they do is they do all the research on their own. They find the school without even asking the child, do you want to go to school abroad?
Are you in Nigeria, Mary?
No, I'm in UK.
Oh, yeah, in UK. Okay, okay,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So without asking the children, where do you want to school? Do you want to go abroad? Even after finding the school, they don't show the children to see, okay, this is the school. Because normally here in the UK, at least a child needs to have a say about the school. In fact, she chooses her subject, you don't choose for her.
Yeah.
So long as they are 16, before they take the GCSE, they choose their subject, they know what they want to do. You don't impose anything on them. So that was the
No.
thing that I discussed. I even talked about a friend who is an architect, but she never wanted to be study that. The father, because he wanted to go to school, but he could not go to study becoming architect, but he now imposed it on the child. So after she finished, she said, I cannot practice that. That was for my father. I cannot practice. So it is important that we always let our children know, work, in fact, put them first, because
Very
they are
important.
the one that will be in that field. It's not us. Our own is just to pray and guide them.
Yep.
Ask them, how do you feel? What do you want to do? Are you happy doing this? Do you need help? Do you need help? What do you want me to help you with? By so doing, we will have a better home and a better relationship with our children.
Yep.
And then in terms of apprenticeship as well,
Yep.
it's very important for us to at least go through that learn, because no matter your degree, you still have to work under someone who has
Yep.
experience.
Exactly.
Is the best teacher in this country. If you don't have experience,
Yep.
you struggle.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter the degree, when you are going to look for a job, if they ask you to do apprentice, I think we should accept that. So that's
Yep.
what I want to share with everybody.
Yep.
And yes, I'll be going off in a minute because I have my live coming up by 5 p.m.
Oh, almost there. Okay.
Yeah.
When I finish, I'll come and visit you as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank
God
you so
bless you.
much for your input. Very, very spot on. And that's what I'm saying, because you are here in UK, so you can identify what I was saying earlier on. Yeah. So thank you so much for your input. Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Okay.
God bless you.
Thank you. God bless. Bye bye.
Bye.
Wonderful. So thank you everyone that have come on the stage to talk. As I said, I would have loved to hear from somebody in Nigeria, because it's so different from what we are discussing today. All the people that have come up are either from here, UK, or Europe, or America. I want to hear your challenges from Nigeria. Yeah, Anna, Abai, and Pat Yaba, I welcome you by typing. You're very welcome to the house. Princess Bella Beauty, I think I've welcomed you before. If not, you're welcome to the house. Yeah, if anybody else want to talk, I'll drop the link one more time. But what we have discussed today, if you have not, if you are only coming, just coming, because we have been here for nearly 2 hours now. In the next 5 minutes, we'll have been here for 2 hours. So we've talked quite at length about different things, about parenting and child upbringing, and the fact that we have to talk to our children, relate with our children, and have meetings with them, talk to them, hear from them. Not this idea of I'm your mother, I'm your father, I tell you what to do, and this idea of my friend's child is doing medicine. This one about medicine, I don't even know what people have seen in this medicine. I don't know, because it's like driving some children crazy. Medicine requires somebody to actually want something that will come from their mind, they decide, because it's an empathetic type of job that you really have to have that, liking for it before you can go into it. It's not something you force anybody to do because your friend's son or daughter is reading medicine. I don't know what that madness is all about. So we have to, don't encourage that at all. Leave our children to choose. Just guide them, prayerfully guide them, but let them do what they want to do, what they will enjoy doing. Life Circle with Cindy, you're very welcome to the house. Thank you. Sandra's Cheese Kitchen, I think we were here earlier on before I even start, and then I didn't see you again, but you're welcome. Thank you so much for coming back. Thank you. I hope I've mentioned everybody's name. Nobody from Nigeria wants to talk to us. Okay, no worries. I'm sure that the struggle is real with you, bringing up the children and everything. But as we say, what we're talking about here about apprenticeship, and the fact that whether you have master's or degree or not, somebody with apprenticeship and experience will be your manager here in UK or Europe or even in America. But in Nigeria, it may not be the case. Everybody, qualification, university, and in fact, if you do your first degree in Nigeria, it's like you've done primary, you have to do the masters, and most people will go on and do their PhD and stuff like that. But here, experience. Once you have the experience, you can be the manager to somebody with so many degrees. That's how it works here in UK. Once you're able to express yourself and speak English and be able to direct things, and you have the experience, the sky is your limit. So let us stop limiting our children. Let us stop telling them off for not getting the right grades to go into read certain things that we want them to study. And especially these 3 things that I've mentioned, or 4 things: medicine, engineering, pharmacy, and law. These are the 4 things that people are crazy about. I don't know why, but please let children choose this thing. I'm not against these subjects, but at least if it comes from their mind, from their own, they decide that that's what they want to do, they will do it well and they will enjoy it. But if it's something that is forced on them to do, they will do it for you and not for them. And that's not how to live their life. They have to live their life for them and not for you. That you gave them, that you brought them into the world, does not mean that you are in control of their life, especially when they get to that age. In fact, at any age, you're not in control of their life. You are guiding them, even from being a baby, toddler, getting to high school. You are just guiding them. You're not in control. God is in control. So you're just guiding them, prayerfully guiding them and showing them example. I cannot overemphasize the fact that we parents have to lead by example. Never mind all this, we'll talk, and guide them and say these things to them. They will say, yes, mommy, yes, daddy. They are watching you. That thing you say we should not do, are you doing it? Over here, they will tell you. Children are not afraid. They'll tell you, you told us the other day, mom or dad, not to do this. But I overheard you on the phone telling your friend this and that. They'll tell you. And then that's the time they start saying, shut up. You shouldn't be listening to my conversation. But you have told lies, and you have told, you're telling the child to do something that you are not doing. So let us lead by example. Oh, I've got another super chat from Anna Abai Official. Thank you so much, Anna, for that super chat. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Powerful topic. Yeah, thank you. We cannot talk enough about children upbringing or parenting because it's causing a lot of problem. Is causing a lot of problem. I'm sure even in Nigeria is the same thing, but here where we are, a lot of people, children, are waiting away in young offenders units, and by the time they come out, they are worse than they went in. There's nothing there to correct them or to guide them, or they're just there locked away. When it's time for them to come out, they are released, and some of them would like to reoffend because they want to go back in there. That's what this thing does to their brain. So we have to start on time. As I was saying earlier on, if we catch them early, it will help us, it will help them. If we are pursuing money more than catching them early, by the time we finish chasing money that will never be enough, they have gone the other way. Then they are suffering, you are suffering. Because if they are not stable in life, no matter how much you pretend to be happy, you're not going to be happy because you are in your mind, my son, my daughter is there, it shouldn't be there. And if you want to be truthful to yourself, you will know that it's actually my fault. I did not do what I should have done when they were younger. Don't get me wrong. Sometimes parents, I've seen at least 1 or 2 who, in my own eyes, did whatever they can, but one of their children decided to go the other way. That way, you at least know within you that you've done your best, and with prayers, things will turn around. I'm a witness to that. Things will turn around when you do everything you know that you've done for this child or for these children, and they still went the other way. Pray to God and cry and tell God the truth. If there's anything you've done wrong, confess and tell God the truth. And honestly, when they turn around, they will turn around better than they were before. But not doing anything is not an option. Blaming the child is not an option. I said it before and I'm saying it again. They owe you, yes, I mean, not say they owe you nothing, but I'm going to say what I want to say is that they are innocent. They did not ask you to bring them into the world. So this idea of always reminding them that you regret having them, you this and that, and telling them, giving them all kinds of names is not good for them. It's not good for you, because whatever you're telling them, they are your product, and you are actually talking to yourself. That's why when you say bad words about your child, or even to your husband or to your wife, you are actually talking to yourself. If you're talking to your husband or to your wife, the two have become one, so you're talking to yourself. You're talking to your child, that's your product, so you're talking to yourself. So the best thing is, if they're not doing anything that you think they should not be doing, ask yourself, did I do what I'm supposed to do at certain ages in their life, age 1 to 5? Catch them young. Once you catch them at that age, it's so difficult for them to start changing, actually, because they're so innocent. When they go out there, they see other children doing something they shouldn't be doing. They'll be telling that child, why are you doing that? My mommy told me, or my daddy told me that it's not right. And that other child was not taught well at home. So that child said, but my own mommy and daddy allows me to do that or to watch that kind of film. And they'll say, well, I'm not allowed to. And then that other child will be asking your child, why? Why are they not allowing you? You see? So your own child will now be telling the other child, I've listened to that kind of conversation. It made me laugh. Because the other child who was well taught was now telling the other child, yeah, because my mommy said that this. So he was, and that child was like, oh, really? When I get home today, I'm going to tell my own mommy what you said. Do you see how these two children have just taught each other something? So when you are teaching your children right, don't worry about the other person out there who is going to confuse them, because when they have that value from home, I'm now talking about these children, that discussion was between, they must be either 4 or 5, so they're still very young and innocent, but the message was passed across from one child who was well trained to the one who was not well trained, and it wasn't the child's fault. And the child now said, okay, when I go home, I tell my mom what you just said and why he's like, you see. So message passed across. So when you're doing these things at home, don't think you're wasting your time. Don't think that, oh, my mates, if not for these children I'm raising, I would have finished my master's degree. I would have been doing that job. I would have been a manager. You be a manager, or you're doing that, you'd have done that, and your children would have gone the other way. And when they do, bringing them back becomes a problem. But you can be a manager in your 50s, or even those of I'm now in my early 60s. You can be whatever you want to be, So when it comes to child upbringing, you have not lost anything if you have not achieved unless you decide to finish your career before you start having children. Yes, you can do that. I know I started when I was in my early 20s or mid 20s to start having children, but some people decide that they don't want to start having children until they're in their mid 30s. They've done their careers, they now want to start having children. There's nothing wrong with that. So nobody should shame you to what you have decided to do. Some people will be saying, your mates are married now, or even your children, what's going on? Your children are not young. You should be a grandmother, but you should be grandparents by now. You should be. Do you know why? Do you know if it's a decision what is your problem? So we should not be listening to what people say. Do what is right for you. Do what is right for you and your children. Children are very, very paramount in my heart. When I see children wasting away, it breaks my heart. I still go back to that woman, to that child, what happened in that Dubai. I could not believe my eyes when I saw that thing. And I was even more angry when the mother came to social media to ask us to help her, asking the society to help her. Help her with what? I don't understand. Please let us. I'm not here to shame her or anything. I wish I know her one-on-one. I would have sat down with her and say something to her, because sometimes people don't get it. They don't get it. So some of this bad parenting is not that they mean to be like that. They didn't know any better. They don't know any better. To them, you get married, you have children, because that's what the society expects. And the consequences of it and the things that follows having children, people don't even want to know. Maybe if people sit down actually and analyze and reanalyze the requirements of being a mother, maybe some people will decide not to. Here in abroad, some people will get married and they decide they don't want any child. In Nigeria, back home, they'll be like, by the time you've wed this month and 2 months later, they'll be asking you, how body now? How body? Which body? People just will not mind their business. Here they decide we don't want to have any children. We just want to enjoy ourselves, or we don't want to have any children for the next 5 years. Mind your business. When you think that people are married and they haven't had children yet, if you think they're having problem, pray for them. Or if they haven't said anything to you, keep quiet and just walk up past. But shaming people into or asking people certain questions is heartbreaking. It's not a must that everybody will have a child, because you have to analyze it and think about it and decide having children is not chewing gum. it involves a lot. If you want to do it properly, it involves a lot. So we have to really decide that that's what we want to do, and don't let anybody push you into having. And I told you the story about somebody who had two, and people were shaming her by laughing at her. Now only two pikin you go born. It doesn't make sense. That shows ignorance. People are so ignorant; they don't even understand some of these things. So let us just be us, and in raising up our children, let us just be very intentional about it, and do what we've got to do. No, there's no particular way of parenting that is the best, but let us just do what we can, and read book, listen to people who have more experience, who have gone it all. Those of us, we have made so many. When I'm talking to you today, some of the mistakes I've also made in the past in raising mine. So I don't want people to make that same mistake. That's why I always say, listen to them. When they come back from school, ask them how school was, and if they start telling you about what they did at playground or their type of lunch they have, don't shut them up. I'm talking about play. Did I send you to school to play? I'm asking you how school was. Tell me what mark did you get in that your test today? You're telling me about playground. What they did in playground is equally as important as that grade A you want him or her to have. Listen to them. It's not all about book. And they'll go there and they just want to please you, and then at the end of it you are regretting because they've just pleased you and not really done what they want to do for themselves. Right, we have spent 2 hours and 10 minutes. I think we have done justice to this. It's not a one day or topic. We have touched on various things. Some people have come up here to share things with us, which is fantastic. Please, if you came very late, you can just do me a favor by replaying just to see what we did. We started with dancing and praising God initially, and then we now started talking about various stages of. We started with parenting, both father and mother. If you're from a single parent household, because there's for one reason or the other, people can become single parent, either the mother only or the father only for no fault of their own. But if you have both parents at home, make sure you are both involved in your children's upbringing. It's not just for one, it's not just for the mother, it's not just for the father. It surprised me when I came to UK that when you go to school, you know how they put children's name in register and they'll put the next of kin. In Nigeria, I'm used to my father being my next of kin. Here in UK, I don't know about those of you in Europe or America. Here in UK, the next of kin is the mother. Your mother's name, they put in it. That surprised me when I came. I'm like, why? So that was when alarm bells started ringing to me in this con. What's actually going on? Why is the mother the next of kin and not the father? Or why not both? Why can't both of them be the next of kin? But here is only the mother that they take in as next of kin. To me, I don't understand it, but that's the system that we find ourselves. That's why wherever you go to raising up your children, pick the good things from that society. If you are raising them in your own society, in your own country, pick the good things from there and drop the bad one, because there's no place that is better or the best place to raise up children. Things go round. If I didn't see that video and that it happened actually among children raised in Nigeria, I will say no, Nigerian children can't behave like that. But I'm sorry to see that it was children who were brought up over there in our country, Nigeria, that were behaving like that. It left me speechless. So it doesn't matter where you're raising them up. The important thing is that to do the right thing and then pray more for them, and it will be well. It's not easy by any chance, but we just have to do our best. Raising up our kids, let's raise them in the way of the Lord. Absolutely. We'll just do our best. Lead them by example. They watch us so much. Don't tell them something else and you're doing something else. No, because they're watching you. And don't shut them up when they're telling you the truth. Don't shut them up and say, why were you listening to what I was saying? Well, you are shouting and when you are talking, so they heard you, that you are telling lies. And don't shut them up, because just own up that you told lies and you've been telling them not to tell lies, and they correct yourself instead of shouting them down. So let us just do our own bit. Wow, I think we have done justice to this. Thank you so much for everyone who have been with me. For I know people have come and gone and everything. Musisi is still around. Musisi is learning. You know, Musisi is I'm waiting for him. As I said to Zubi, that I'll be coming to Nigeria for her wedding whenever it happens. Musisi, that's my first trip to Uganda. So I'm waiting for you. My first trip to Uganda will be for your wedding. And I'm serious. So thank you so much for everyone still in the house. Once again, Musisi, thank you for the super chat. Anna Abayo Official, thank you so much for the super chat. People who are still in the building, Patty Eyaba, thank you so much. Princess Bella Beauty and Zubi, thank you all. I don't know whether there's anybody else in the house that I've not mentioned. Sandra's Chi Kitchen and whoever else that is still in the house. Zubi said, rejoicing for Musisi. Yeah, so Musisi, you had it now. It's been said on air. I'm taking notice. Your first visit in Uganda, you'll be touring. Yes, yes, I'll be turning around. I'll come. In fact, I'll make it a week visit. I'll come with hubby, obviously, because we don't go anywhere without each other. I'll tell him we'll plan a visit to Uganda. I'll tell him that our next holiday, whatever year that will be, and month will be Uganda for 1 week. We're going to come a few days before the wedding, tour around, attend the wedding. Then I will tell your wife to wait because you need to take us round, or you can take us round with your wife before you go for your honeymoon. So you will do that. So that's all in the plan. So just give us plenty notice. That's all we need, and we'll plan and come. Yes, that's good. Yes, I mean it. That's once I tell hubby we're going to be planning our first trip to Uganda. Hubby does Musisi because Musisi is one of the ones I'll cry to at any time. And then I'll be saying, oh, and he'll say, no, it's okay, Mommy Ifechi, calm down. I've got the time. Just do this, you know. So these are the people I've met here that sometimes I just thought, where would I have met these people without this YouTube? So Musisi is that kind of person that I can call to or disturb at any time, and he has that patience for me. So I appreciate you, Musisi. I appreciate everybody in the house. So 2 weddings online, 1 in Nigeria, 1 in Uganda. Whenever you're ready, no rush. I want you to get the right people. So when I come there that day, you know that I'm there because I'm going to talk. And I'm going to talk, yes, and tell them I came all the way because of this wedding. So whoever they're marrying should know that they are lucky to marry these people. So I'm going to stop here. Yeah, we have talked enough, sang enough, danced enough for today. And we'll leave it for now for another 2 weeks. You know, I love this live stream I do every other week. So what I do, my videos following that weekend, I'm going to do a live stream. I'll do a video that will lead us into discussion on Sunday, so that my videos this weekend was actually longer than I normally have my video. There was 13 minutes and 15 minutes. But people were telling me that they didn't even know when the 15 minutes or 13 minutes went, which was good. But I normally like to make it 8 to 10 minutes. And then when I come on live stream, we can just spend time like this. We've been here now for 2 hours and 15 minutes. So we can just talk, you know, and air our views. So thank you so much. All these people I've just mentioned that are still in the house. I love you all. And I thank God each time I remember you. And I thank God that I've met all of you on this YouTube journey. Never mind what other people think about YouTube and what they want out of YouTube. What I want out of YouTube, I'm getting it, which is knowing and meeting wonderful people like you all. Thank you all so much. Oh, be yourself. That's another one. This other one, I tell you, be yourself. She is married now, so I can't say to her, I'll come to Nigeria for your wedding. It will just have to be when her own children start getting married. But that will be some time because they're still not that age. But never mind. That time I'll come to Nigeria. Now I know so many of you over there in Lagos. When I came to Lagos the last time, I didn't know anybody. But this time around, I know quite a number of you. We're going to do a Lagos get together, because that's where we normally stop in Lagos when we come. So we have to do a Lagos get together, and then we can catch up. Thank you so much, everyone. I will have to stop here. I know I still have still 7 people in the house, but we'll have to stop. We have done justice to this, and then we have done a chit chat at the end talking about weddings I'm going to attend. So your taste, lifestyles. Thank you so much. Okay, you are coming now. We are rounding up. Please do a rewatch so you can see what we have talked about parenting and raising up children. We digged in more into it more. We broke it down from age 1 to 5, teenage years, adult years, what to expect. It's not one size fits all. It might be different for you. It might be different for somebody else, but at least what we have said, I'm sure people can pick 1 or 2 things from there that will help them. So thank you all so much for being here with me. I appreciate you all. So shall we end the live stream then, or do anybody here have anything to say? No, I was calling you all from Nigeria to come and tell me something. You all just did not want to come. You didn't want to come and tell me how you're doing with your children in Nigeria, but it's okay. No problem at all. So we still have 8 people in the house. Is it okay for us to stop? Or is this something else you want us to talk about regarding children upbringing? Okay. Okay. Be yourself really well. I will check. How come again notification? What is that? Notification for who? Really? Wow. I will check. How come I didn't get notification? Okay. Mommy, I wanted to come, but was working on. Okay, you are working on the road. That's okay. That's fine. That's okay. Yeah, as I say, you lots in Nigeria with young children, I see you all. I see you with your 2 beautiful ones, juggling things around and getting frustrated with the traffic in Lagos. I see Mandy Freeze. I also see her sometimes driving with her baby and getting frustrated with all the traffic and everything in Lagos. It's just so I love watching those things because it just shows the challenges you all are facing, and you still get on with this YouTube and you still do what you've got to do. I really, really applaud you all. Oh, I am Chi is in the house. We are just rounding up now. I am Chi. If you don't mind doing a replay to see where we have been and what we discussed. But thank you so much for coming to the house. I've learned a lot today. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Be yourself. I'm glad you have. As I said, those of us who have adult children, those of you who have younger children, every stage, and when we brought our own up, is so different from what is happening now. And it's even going to get worse. Yes, it's going to change as well. So we have to be ahead of the game and beware, because it's no more before when you tell them to shut up, they shut up. They will tell you why do they have to shut up, and you don't say because I say so. You have to sort of be where they are. I'll do check once. Okay. Lagos traffic. Yes, so when I see that your Lagos traffic, I'm like, oh my goodness, God bless us this new month in Jesus' name. Amen. I am Chi. Yes, so it's the 1st of May. So may all that you're all looking for start looking for you this month. Each and every one of you here, you and your families, your children, may this month of May bring favor and divine opportunities for each and every one of you. With all the hardship going on in the whole world, may you not lack. May your struggles yield profits. May you all be blessed. This month of May, may it be a profitable one and a blessing to each and every one of you listening to my voice today. May all of us rejoice in this month of May. We are not going to cry. No weapon fashioned against us or any member of our families shall prosper in this month of May, in Jesus' name. So I will just do these proclamations to each and every one of you here and others who have visited and gone. May this month of May manifest great things in our lives. Whatever it is that we have missed in April, they're all going to manifest in this month in Jesus' mighty name. Amen and amen. Thank you all so much. God bless you all. We're still 9 in the building. We have to go. I can go on and on. You know, sometimes I'm in a hurry because we want to go somewhere. Today, I'm not going anywhere. Just we're just relaxing. I think my hobby is watching football, so he's not missing me yet until he finishes watching football. Oh, Rose, you're still here. And then he can peep in the door and say, are you still there? And I'm like, yes, I'm talking with my lovely people and we're having fun. Okay, Rose, you're still here. Thank you so much. Always there to support. Rose is not a YouTuber, but she's just a supporter. I can see that. What can you see, Musisi? What can you see? Oh my God. And Kathy Uzube is smiling. What did I say? I don't know what I said that is making you laugh. Yes, welcome, Rose. She's here in UK with me. She's mother of many nations. Rose has a one, two, three. Is it 3 or 4? 4 sons and a daughter. And when you see her and her family, you think that just has a sister and brothers, because she's one of those with small body, and you just think that the children are her brothers, her older brothers even. Yes, so welcome, Rose. I really appreciate you, and yeah, thank you so much for always supporting. Yes, he has not missed you. Yes, no, not okay. That's what you mean. Not yet, because he's still watching football. When he finishes, then he'll remember, because it's just 2 of us. He'll remember. The house is quiet now. Where is she? Oh, she's still on live stream. But while he's watching football, he still got people entertaining him. You sound like you're just fairly. That's how it should be, Zubi. That's how it should be, and that's what I'm praying for you. Whoever you're going to marry, it will just be like every year. Okay. We have now finished talking. Let's now talk love. Yeah. Yes. Listen, everyone. Let's talk love, because it's just like you've just fallen in love. And what did Musisi say? When he misses you, going to run off like that. Yeah. Yes. When he misses me, then I may just drop. You people will be wondering, where is she? And I'm gone. And you'll be wondering, why? But she's been married for this so many years. Why is she still like this? That's how it should be. So, Musisi, hurry up and enjoy and see what you when you marry, and Zubi, then you understand when God is going to give you your own husband and your own wives. And when that time comes, then that's when you understand what I'm saying. No matter the number of years, in fact, the more the years, the more sometimes we talk to each other and we say to ourselves that we can't even remember is this number of years, because of the way we are still around each other. That's why when I hear this stupid news about this guy that is in, a few weeks ago it was Osinachi. The other day it was this girl from Dubai. This week is Yule. You don't know what's going to come up next week. That's the thing. They'll talk one will pass, another one will come. So you wonder, what are people looking for? What are you looking for? What you want in any other woman or man is in your husband or your wife. The same thing. Just have to, what you need is maintenance. I don't think I look back for 61, do I? And 61 is only a number. I'm 41 now. I'm 41. 20 years taken away. So we are starting to count again from 41. Let's see what happens in the next 20 years. Yeah? Then we can now say 61, but not yet. I'm making you laugh. I mean, I'm in for it. Yes, Oliver, you're in for it. Definitely. Zubi, I love. Yes, I'm blushing. I'm blushing here. Yeah, so yeah, marriage can be hard and it can be sweet as well. It depends on how I think it was this Funky Adejumon normally say that marriage is sweet depending on the spoon you use to eat it. It depends on what you want to make out of it. When I see these people having problems and everything, some of them I laugh, because these are things that shouldn't cause problems, but people are making it to be a big thing. And you see somebody who is you are 10 years older than the person, and you want to call the person auntie because of the way they look, because they're not happy. They're always frowning. Because when you frown all the time, you get older a lot. That's why I like people who smile a lot. Musisi smiles a lot. And all the people in the house, Kathy, Divine in particular. Oh, that Divine. Instead of watching her video, I'll be smiling because she makes me laugh. She's just so carefree, the way she just does it, or when she goes to the village and things like that. It was just so good. I like people, who smile all the time. It helps you. So take a clue from me, smiling. Because some people sometimes ask me, where is the wrinkles? I said, there's no wrinkle because I smile a lot. So I smile away the wrinkles, But when you frown in the wrinkles. So if you want to have wrinkles, keep frowning. If you want not to have wrinkles at my age, keep smiling. Okay, Chibuanozo, it's really sad. Yeah, so every day you'll be hearing one thing or the other. Before you, now, when Osinachi's own happened, you think that will be the whole news for the next 1 month. Since then, just like that, bumper to bumper, so many news, so many things happening. This Yul's one, I don't understand it. I do not understand it. No, I don't know the full story, but I'll just leave it there. Oh my goodness, mommy, you don't look it at all. So I'm letting out my age now. I thought you knew before, Zubi. You didn't know my age before. Yeah. But people say that I don't act it. I don't know about looks. They say I don't act it. I say, why would I act it when I'm surrounded by people like yourselves who are younger than my youngest son? Why will I look it or act? Why will I not act it? Is that good English? Why will I not act it? Yes. So when I'm surrounded by people like you, be coming down. Divine, what did I do now? Why will I be coming down? I won't come down, no. I won't come down. I know why I look old. Who told you that you look old, Zubi? Who told you that you look older? You smile, but I think Divine smiles more. And Lucy, where is Lulu today? She didn't come. Tell her I miss her here. All of you help me to look the way I do, because you all make me laugh. So I'm going to be smiling into 30. Yeah, into 30s. Well, please be smiling. It makes a lot of difference. Divine told me to be coming down. I'm not coming down, Divine. Okay? I'm going to smile more. Yes, so now that I know the secrets, I will be smiling. Yes, please do. Honestly, it does help. Now, jokes apart, there's a study that actually confirms that. Yeah, there's a study that confirms that. Lucy's joking. Lucy, you need to hear this. But that's important, though. Yes, just I won't say anything to that one, because even at my age, okay, let's leave it there. So I don't blame Lucy. So do what you've got to do. Yeah, so it's very important. It's very nourishing. It helps as well. It helps you to look younger as well. Yes, that's another one. Drinking that yogurt, it helps you to look younger as well. Yes, so I'm gradually crawling into the 3rd floor. Wow. You see, but you don't look it. So even when you start smiling, where is a Divine running to? Chimo. Yes, now. When you people are making me to understand these things and you look young and act young, I have to join. So nobody's talking about age here anymore. We are all mingling. So, because if we talk about age, I'll start looking old. But if we don't talk about it, I'll be mingling with you all. Divine, breathes and eats. Yes, it does help a lot. I'm confirming it now. So, keep at it. And very soon, Zubi will join. And I can't wait to, it will be wedding of the year. And I'll be getting my gele. And anyway, let me leave it until then. provided you give me plenty notice. I'll be there. And some YouTubers will be there. We'll make noise. We'll do it a YouTube wedding. Yes, so. Oh, sorry, Divine. It won't be long then. It won't be long. I can't wait to meet you. Oh, yes, my dear, you will meet me. You will meet me, but you won't meet me until that right person comes. So I hope that right person comes before long. But as I say, no hurry, because you need to get it right. All this nonsense going on now, I don't want you to go into that, especially with your life experience. You need to get it right. That person that God's keeping for you is there. Yes. It's going to be, yes, YouTube wedding. I won't miss that one now. God forbid. Okay, my dears, we have to go now. Okay, we have been here for 2.5 hours. I think we have had fun. Thank you, everyone, again. See you in 2 weeks' time. Next week, we're going to be talking about, we've talked about parenting and child. Next week, we're going to, my channel, my sit-down video will be about health. Yeah, we're going to be talking about health. There's a lot of health issues going on around the world, especially it's a particular one going on in Nigeria that we need to no rush, exactly, Zubi, no rush at all. It's a particular one going on now in Nigeria, this health condition, so I need to talk about it. You know, my interest is on health as well, because I'm a health practitioner. So we're going to talk about health this coming week. So my what do you call it? My live stream in 2 weeks' time will be about general health and stuff like that. I can also tell you how I know I've said something in my video before, but we cannot talk enough about health. So that's the next thing we're going to be discussing this week. Great. Thank you, all of you. If I've not caught up with your new videos, I'm going to do that. Tomorrow is bank holiday here. They call it bank holiday, but it's like public holiday tomorrow. First Monday of May and last Sunday of May. Sorry, first Monday of May and last Sunday. Yeah, and last Monday of May. It's always bank holiday in UK. So tomorrow is a bank holiday, so I'm going to use it to catch up with some of your videos. What I normally do, sometimes I miss out and then I'll go there, you see me watch 3 videos when I'm doing my housework or something. That's how I catch up with people. So once I come to you, if I have not watched the last 3 or last 2, I'll just do that and I watch fully. So I will do that tomorrow. Kathy, you are live. When are you? Oh, Kathy Chooks, are you live? Dear God drinkers. You see, Kathy won't miss this yogurt discussion. So she came in to tell her that she's still here. And it's always good joining you here. Oh, thank you, Zubi. Thank you, Kathy. Oh, what did I just say? Thank you. Oh my God, I don't want to talk. Okay, it's not holiday tomorrow. Okay, it's holiday there in Nigeria as well. Okay, I'll be going live. Okay, you'll be going live tomorrow. What times will be? But I'm sure it will come. Although sometimes I don't get notification. You know, sometimes I don't get notification. But I'll check it out. Tell me, just give me an idea so I can have it in my head that you're on live tomorrow. Zubi, Kati isn't live. Okay. Yes, Kati is live, but you know. Yeah, so your discussion just made her say, what did I just hear? So she ran back in. 10 a.m. Hey, we're going to the gym at 10 a.m. My husband already booked this gym for 10 a.m. Is it 10 a.m. he booked it? I'll check. We only go for 40 minutes or 45 minutes anyway. So even if I'm in the gym, I'll join you. Okay? And then catch up. Enjoy you properly when I finish. Okay. Goodbye, my lovely people. I love you all, and I'll catch up with you all this new week. Happy new month once again. We have done pronunciations for this new month, and so shall it be for each and every one of you and each and every one of us. Okay, it's in 30 minutes. Okay, in 30 minutes. What is in 30 minutes, Zubi? What is in 30 minutes? Greetings. Oh, Jenny, we're just we finished since we're just talking just having a chit chat with the 4 people left here. So we would have logged off since, but we're just having a chit chat. Okay, Kathy's live stream in 30 minutes. Okay, I will be there. Yeah, Jenny, we just finished. Yeah, we've been here for just over an hour and a half, over 2 hours and a half. So if you don't mind, please do a replay so we can see what we have talked about children today. But yeah, you came late, my dear, you did, but you can do a recap or replay to see we talked about some important things today regarding parenting and children and all the rest of it. Yeah, but it's good that you came anyway in the first place. Welcome to the house. Thank you so much. But please kindly replay. Musisi is still in the house. Thank you so much, Musisi. Once again, thank you. The 5 people still here with me in the house. We have talked. And I thank you all for helping me to keep young, because when you mingle with younger people, you reason, you like them. There are things people will talk about. I'm like, but now I'm getting used to how you people talk. Thank you, all of you, for spoiling me. Yes, thank you for spoiling me. So I love you all, and I'm going to log off now. Bye, everyone. And I love you all. Thank you. Wow, very fruitful day. I'm going off now. When I see people still in the house, I find it hard to end the broadcast. But I have to end it now. Thank you, my lovely, lovely people. I love you all. Mwah. Bye.